That's right. We are back live, Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew. Good morning to all of you out there in Radio Land, and good morning to my wonderful co-hosts here, Patrick Massey, our news director, Jennifer Albert, our co-host and executive producer.
Wow, that's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
What?
I just promoted you.
Really?
No pay raise.
No pay raise.
Actually, you'll get a pay decrease.
Yeah, yeah.
The title's
Aw.
worth money.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'd be okay with that. I'd
Looks
still
good
work
on
here.
a resume.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just come up with my own title?
Sure.
All right, cool.
It's there already, though.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
new
true.
one.
Executive
Yeah.
news producer.
Yeah.
Editor.
Editor.
Or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Direct managing executive directing editor.
Master. Yeah.
Master.
Master
Yeah.
news director.
The editor in chief.
Yeah, there you go.
That
There you
assumes
go.
I have some kind of like
Power.
well, like a crew, a department
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I head. Now.
Yeah,
I have a dog.
yeah.
Send her out. Well, good morning to you guys. Good
Yes.
morning
Yes,
to
good morning.
everybody. A wonderful Wednesday. So
Yep.
foggy on the drive in
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
I mean, every morning that it's like this and I make it to work is just it's a good day.
Yep.
Like yeah, you know, that I didn't hit a deer or I lost sight of the road and just ended up in a ditch. Had to call. Can't make it. Or give me 30 minutes on
Yeah.
you there.
No, absolutely.
foot.
I feel like this has been the foggiest morning yet because I could barely see.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Could barely see over
It was
there.
kind of spooky.
It
I don't want to
was.
spoil the weather, but just in case you haven't poked your head out yet this morning.
Let's take
All
it
right,
easy.
I'm sorry.
Take
I'm
it
sorry.
easy,
I'm
all
rushing
right?
myself here.
Yeah. I'll let you. It's 6:08. There's the time for you.
Okay.
If you're sitting on the edge
I
of
had
your
to look.
bed.
I didn't believe you.
Yeah, yeah. If you're sitting on the edge of your bed right now, just rubbing your eyes, just wondering, should I just call in today? Just do it.
Do it.
Do it. No, that's what me and Patrick were just talking about. Waking up is a struggle. I heard this one like TikToker or something like that just was scrolling through rage bait, surely. So I'm using that now. That is,
Yes.
I don't believe anything now.
Yeah.
No.
Don't believe anything you see on the internet. But it was like this person like, I sit on the end of my bed every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't. It's so hard, for me to just want to get and dress and shower and go to. And I was like, yeah, it's called getting up for work. It sucks.
Just at 8 o'clock, they got to start their barista shift at 10.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Oof, that's rough.
It's a rough
Work
day
till
for
2
them.
that afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 hours. Oh man, how can they? That's brutal.
I remember the last time I just hopped out of bed like Pee Wee Herman, or the Mr. Bean, like when he would wake up and it was just like this,
yeah.
energy explosion out of bed. It just doesn't happen.
Or SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I
I
want
usually-
to be SpongeBob in
Yeah.
that regard, and I
Yeah,
just can't be. I'm Squidward.
Yeah, I'm Squidward. My eyes open. I reboot the program. Like it's just like another day, get to the end of the bed, rub everything out of my eyes, clear my throat, which
Yep.
takes about 40 minutes.
Wow, and I can't blame the baby. She's been sleeping throughout the night, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's my own fault. I'm staying up too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading
Gotta
or
get to
talking
bed.
or yeah.
Talking. Wow.
Yeah, mom staying with us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she honestly is the earliest, goes to bed earliest. But,
Yeah.
When we're done talking, I'm so pumped. Now I got to wind down for a couple of hours.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I got to start. I'm trying to I want to put Miles to bed and go to bed. You know what I mean? But it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
Go to Facebook Live right now, facebook.com/KDQN921, and check out the Facebook Live video if you ain't done that yet. Good morning, Leanne Irvin. Good morning, Ben Mooneyham. Good morning to all of you. If you go to Facebook Live, drop a like, a comment, and whatnot, we'll have a cool prize for you this Friday, right?
Yes, we will.
Yes, I like
A
that.
very cool prize. It'd make a great gift
Yes.
for Christmas.
Make a great gift.
Indeed.
We also have holiday hog races going strong. We got Christmas trivia going strong. And we also have a live remote Christmas open house at Classic Chevrolet next Tuesday.
No way.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Exactly the type live remote we should be doing.
that'd be a
you know
lot
what
of
I mean?
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the grand opening of the hospital. That was perfect. I like the health fair. That was perfect. Now at a dealership, No problem. We could
Yeah.
do 5 hours from a dealership.
Yeah.
No problem.
Might have been around one a time or two.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess this is the new
Yes.
location in Ashdown. That's exciting.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's no longer Gregor Extreme Chevrolet. They've dropped Tommy Pastrana or whatever
All
as
right.
their, Tony Hawk is no longer their, GM.
They're not still up the road
They're not. There's.
on the other side.
They're on the other side now.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
close to where it's
Yeah.
640
Yeah.
North
yeah,
Constitution,
just down the
I
road.
think, just
But
down
it's
the
not
road a bit.
extreme anymore.
No, it's just not extreme anymore.
Okay.
It's not extreme. It's now
Yeah.
classic.
I
Which
like
just
that.
sounds way, it's hey, nothing wrong with extreme. You go in, you might break a leg buying a vehicle. That's
Salespeople
exciting.
are yelling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The salespeople sell while they're bungee jumping.
Yeah, or doing kick flips.
Or kick flips
man,
all
I
over the
love it.
place and ollieing everywhere.
Yeah.
No, now it's classic. So you go in and you get the classic experience.
All right. I'm sure you
So-
can still get a little extreme if you want.
Oh
to.
yeah. Oh yeah. You could get extreme, sure. But it's Gregor Classic Chevrolet.
I like it.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. So that's going to be from 1 to 3. It's a whole Christmas party they're doing, Christmas open house. So, yeah, we'll have some more information coming at you after a while on that.
So I get to get decked out in my Christmas gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring your Christmas gear, strap it up like a, like an action movie.
Yeah.
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 Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my
Very good.
hair like I'm gonna use a bunch of gel and make a Christmas tree on
Oh.
top of my head.
Yeah, with ornaments and lights in there.
Yeah.
Christmas
Use
tree.
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a hospital down there, so you
Yeah,
still,
that's
you know.
true.
Christmas tree's basically destroyed at this point. The cats.
Mm.
Oh no.
Yeah, they just literally have found her at the top of it. I don't even know how that's possible, but
Cats and Christmas trees don't.
they just
go well
don't
together,
mix.
huh?
They're
a
knocking
playground.
off the branches of it. They're flattening it out. All the lights are all messed up. There's no ornaments left. They're all
no.
just strewn across the house. And they don't do it when they
You
do
got
it at
some
night.
personalized ones on there too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
You know, some people will put tinfoil on their counters to keep the cats from jumping up. What if you put tinfoil around the Christmas tree base?
Could be. Might have to.
Yeah.
Rebuild it and put some of that now around it.
Yeah, spray it down with something that smells like citrus
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
don't like citrus.
It's
Yeah.
good to know if I ever go to a cat person's house and it's just covered in tinfoil. It's like,
Yes.
oh, you're not crazy.
Yeah.
You're just crazy. And
Yeah.
It also keeps a nice hat available at any moment. I
Yeah.
could just make a
Exactly.
tinfoil
Cat off
hat.
your head.
You
Yeah,
never
that's
know
right.
when you'll need that.
Yeah.
Tinfoil on the counters. That's
Yeah.
a nice look. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some like clips at
Yeah.
nighttime of cats jumping up, and as soon as they touch that tinfoil, they like skyrocket into
Yeah.
the air.
I wonder if it's the noise though. I don't know if it's going to affect the deaf cat.
It's probably the noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
feel of metal.
Yeah,
in
that-
your
I'm hoping
fingernails
it's that.
and-
Yeah.
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 Now I got to Google ways to keep your cat from the Christmas tree.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't Googled it yet. But
Put a
they
bunch
are
of spikes
destroying
around it.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Electrify it.
Pitfalls and
Yeah. Just put a short in the string of Christmas
Yeah,
lights,
yeah.
so the whole tree's kind of electrified.
Yeah.
And
So the first thing it says is most cats hate foil and citrus scents. So wrap your tree trunk in
Hey.
foil and place a few lemon or orange peels around the base. It might
you know
give
all
it
this-
a try.
Have you ever even owned a cat?
I have.
You
but
have?
But
Okay.
never any kind of.
sprinkle some orange peels all over around the place.
I know cats and dogs don't like citrus type scents.
Okay.
And ticks and spiders and a lot of insects don't like it
All
as
got
well.
scurvy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just meat eaters.
Yeah.
They don't want
they don't
that.
like them about it.
Yeah, they don't want them fruits. You guys have
Anti-vitamin C. Huh?
yeah. You guys have good evenings and afternoons yesterday.
Yeah.
I went to the dentist.
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah. How'd that go?
My dentist's name is Crentist. And
What a coincidence.
yes, it's actually how he became a dentist. But
Funny story, huh?
yeah, this was just a complete waste of time. I'm just saying it right now.
Oh, man.
So I go there, they take x-rays of my head. They go into my mouth via my mouth hole.
And they do it like in the really old school way. They don't
Yeah.
have the new updated stuff.
Yeah, no, you just bite down on this and this thing straps to your head and it goes all around your head. It's very weird.
Pumping gamma rays into you.
Yeah. I have a headache,
Did they put the things in your mouth and do smaller pictures as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did those, but they were blurry, so they had to redo them. So, and then I finally get to the point where the dentist comes in, and he looks at my mouth. He's like, "Hey, you got pretty good teeth." And he's like, "Oh, but I see your problem back there. I can't do anything about that. You're gonna have to go to you're gonna have to get surgery to remove that."
Classic.
And I was like, "Well, okay, refer me to a surgeon, I guess."
Can't do that.
Yeah. Well, they did. They referred me to a surgeon. I'm up front trying to. They're like, "So when do you want to schedule that?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, do you have a baseline, like how expensive that surgery usually is?" And she's like, "Well, they're going to want to do their own consultation. It's $150. They're going to take their own X-rays and examinations." I'm like, "Didn't you just X-ray and examine me?" And they were like, "They do their own." So it'd be like if I took my car to a shop, they charged me the diagnosis fee, went through, charged me some extra fees, found out I needed a new water pump and told me they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They got to refer me to another shop who's then going to do their own diagnosis and their own examination.
But of course they would, though, right?
Yeah, but, well, maybe. I mean,
at least in that environment. I guess with the X-ray, X-ray is X-ray. Like, it's not lying.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not going to change.
Yeah, it's not
in a couple of days.
Are people stealing dental service from you with using X-rays from other teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is just get what you can,
Yeah.
and they'll be back, well, we can't trust their X-rays. You know what kind of X-ray machine they use? It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I would never go back to that.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to have to redo it here. And it is because it's a nicer, newer, fancier machine. It's going to cost you twice as much to get the X-rays done.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
yada, yada, yada.
It was just a waste of time, complete waste. And I get it. I'd want to charge my own diag fee, but at the same time, one of my favorite things was when people would come in and say, "Yeah, I know I need a water pump. I know that's what I need." And then you do that, and it wouldn't fix the problem. I mean, you have to should have diag.
Yeah. It's a bad hose or something
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah. So there you go. Good morning, John Baldwin. Good morning, everybody on Facebook Live. I'm just and I don't know what to do. They're like, "So when do you want us to schedule that?" I'm like, "Just don't."
Man.
Well, when do you? And then the dentist was like, "Why don't you go ahead and get him the hygiene and the cleaning then, since he's here, essentially."
Oh,
Yeah.
Upsell you.
Yeah, upsell me. Well, I wanted that.
What you came for. But
Yeah. And then the dental assistant, she's like, "Well, we're just going to schedule that out." Like, okay, and they're like, "So when do you want us to schedule the cleaning?" I just don't. Just take my money. Just take my money for nothing. For nothing.
Yeah.
And let me go, please.
I've been wondering why so many young people want to be dental hygienists. It's
odd.
Yeah, but maybe it's because you don't have to do much.
It seemed like the entire place didn't want to do anything that day.
I had the same exact experience as you. They did not want to do anything right then and there.
Yeah.
They wanted to schedule me out 2 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm in pain. That's why I went somewhere else. I'm just saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
that place made me very angry.
Yeah.
And they knew it.
And it's like the dentist looked at me. He's like, "Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm good today."
It's Christmas.
If you would have
I'm not
caught
really
me
trying to do
tomorrow,
too much.
yesterday I would have
That
been
was the
down,
day,
but I don't really want to do that. And then we'll schedule him for the other thing. And she's like, "Well, I don't want to do that." We'll schedule him out. And I guess they're hoping. They're probably listening in on me up front, being like, "Yes, he's not gonna come back."
Gosh,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What a scam.
I know.
Yeah. So the dentist said, "Hey, let's go ahead and give this guy the cleaning, the hygiene thing, and the assistant is just like, nah."
Yeah, once he left, she was like, "No, I don't really feel like doing that."
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. That happened to me.
Yeah.
She the same thing. I don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll do this
I almost
instead.
would have been out of spite. No, go ahead. And
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah. Your boss said do it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that makes me angry.
Yeah. Good morning, Jessica Staples. Everybody on Facebook Live. Yeah, he was like, "You'll hate me for the rest of your life if I take that tooth out, because he's like, you're a big guy. You got lots of bone in there, and my tooth is sideways. My tooth is growing in sideways, and it's only just a little bit of the side of it poking out, And he's like, I'm gonna have to, pull out the garden shears and get to work on that thing, and the ball peen hammer and the works. You're gonna hate me, you want surgery, And I was like, okay, surgery. No dental insurance. So I'm with most Americans in the country.
Yeah, definitely.
No dental insurance
Or you
and
think
surgery.
you have it because I'm paying for health insurance, right? And then they're like, no, that's not health.
No.
Your teeth aren't part of your health. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Yeah. And the lady trying to schedule me for the consultation at the oral surgery surgeon. She's like, yeah, I'll be about 2 weeks out. I'm like, I'm in pain. All right. It's tooth pain. I've never experienced it. It's ruining my life right now. Like, I literally can't do anything. I'm getting irrationally angry, as you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm
eating lots of gravy, though, right?
I'm eating just nothing but gravy, and that's hard on the body after a while.
Not good.
I'm just slurping gravy through a straw at all times. I don't even have coffee. It's just hot gravy I'm sipping on right now.
Ooh.
Dang. Well, dental experiences are never fun, and I guess not on the front end either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, sorry to hear that. And
See, and here's the thing. I've always been kind of like, I don't want to go to the dentist, kind of scary. But like a lot of things, the past few weeks, I've been doing things I don't want to do just confidently. I'm just like, whatever, it's a dentist, whatever. I like sit down, open your mouth. I'm just like, crank it open, do whatever you got to do in
just
there.
Administrative hurdles now thrown in front of you. Just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all psyched up. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be, this is gonna suck so bad. Well, you can't even get to that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you got to do all
schmoes.
paperwork and schmohawks everywhere that I got to dodge and duck around. I'll go to a different place. Anybody on Facebook Live? You do any you got like a practice surgery at the house?
Yeah, just like in the backyard.
Yeah. Just backyard surgery.
Real cheap.
Kevin Barrett says 10 inches of concrete snow this morning. Had to literally shovel it off my truck. Don't you miss North Dakota?
I miss the snow and the blizzards.
Yeah.
Sometimes if we were, you didn't have to work and we're locked inside.
Yeah,
But
I do miss that a little bit. I dream of a white Christmas.
Yeah, it would be nice. Ain't gonna get one though.
No. All right, fine.
Yeah,
Just shoot that down.
Just more fog.
Yeah.
Very foggy Christmas. I
Foggy
anticipate.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Speaking of the weather, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, weather or not.
Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Number one country
All right, taking a look at this. Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms before noon. I'm saying we're in the clear, though. I don't know why I feel that. Areas of fog this morning as well. Otherwise, cloudy through mid-morning. A gradual clearing with a high of 56. Light and variable winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear with a low of 33. Yikes. Tomorrow, sunny, a high near 51. Tomorrow night, the low, 29 and clear skies. 28 the low on Friday night. 26 the low on Saturday night. And then right back into the showers. Sunday night, 40% chance. With a low of 35.
Yep.
Too, by the way.
There is a little chance for snow.
That's a little
Possibly.
chance for some
Just
snow.
cools off a little bit.
That's right.
More.
There you have it. Currently 48 degrees outside your number one country studios right now. Candace Perez says good morning. Caitlin Massey says, I have scissors. I can snip that tooth out. I bet you could. And then Gustavo says, it's going to sound sketchy, but if you drive down to the border, just get it done in Mexico. Super cheap dental work. I have no problem with that.
yeah, actually, I had planned on that when I was in Arizona. You just hop across the border, and they have so many dentists
Yeah.
that set up shop there.
Yeah.
And it's so much cheaper. A lot of same day stuff.
Yeah.
it's great.
I have no problem with that. It's just the drive. I got to drive through Texas.
Yeah,
Hate driving through Texas.
me too.
But I've actually never been to Mexico, so that'd be a good way. I'd like make a whole thing of it. Maybe go to Mexico, try and enjoy Mexico for a few days, and then get the work. Or do I go get the work, try and recover and convalesce in Mexico?
Oof.
No,
Yeah.
no. Go and enjoy a little bit.
Spend a whole week because the surgery got botched and you got like an
Yeah.
infection in your mouth. Can't go. Your passport got stolen. Yes.
Jeez.
Christmas and Juarez Ciudad.
Yeah. Well, I've got something on this whale, the whale character from Brendan Fraser's
Yes,
The Whale.
The whole Renaissance, right?
Yeah, the Renaissance is going on strong right now. And this is an article I had to read for a while. It's very ridiculously long.
Yeah.
About the whale. So if you don't know, it's a Darren Aronofsky movie. The whale portrays fatness as a monstrosity, it says. And,
Well, this guy's like 600 pounds, right? He's big.
oh, so you discriminate against different types of fatness, Patrick.
Well, there could be shades of it for sure.
There's degrees of fatness.
I know that the movie's catching a lot of flack because they didn't actually get a 600-pound guy.
Ah, yes.
There are a lot of actors that are that big out
Yeah.
there. I don't think so.
What are these woke people are getting torn apart? Well, I love Brendan Fraser arbitrarily, but I also, think of maybe an actual 600-pound man should have been. There's no 600-pound actor.
I just don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This goes in depth
Kind of
about
dealing with health issues. They
Yeah.
have time to like go to acting school
Yeah.
and then try to land a gig in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's where you better be like the top 1% of good looking people
Yeah.
to be in a movie.
And as bad as a set is to make, you have to drag a crane to every set around you. So Brendan Fraser is incredible in Darren Aronofsky's latest drama, but, and I love that, it's always but. I love the sentences that start with but the film is gratuitously fixated on the main character's fatness.
Isn't that what it's about?
It is called The Whale, right?
It is called The Whale, and it is about the struggle of being 600 pounds. There's a reason fat suits and all this are still acceptable in Hollywood, because you can choose to be 600 pounds. You just choose that. There's no genetic nothing that makes you 600 pounds. There's maybe a genetic something that makes
lifestyle
you
decisions
Yeah,
there.
yeah, maybe half that. Maybe half that genetically, but 600, you've just reached 300 and said, "Oh, whatever." Then I'm just going to keep going.
I mean, from what I understand, the premise of the movie is that his like doctors tell him that he's going to die if he doesn't start losing some weight and taking care of himself, and he's like, I'm probably just going to die then.
Yeah.
So he's trying to reconnect with his estranged daughter. So yeah, it's very. I think his weight is pretty much the central figure in this
Yeah,
story.
I think so. I guess this guy thinks it shouldn't be. It should just be focusing on
Just don't make
what?
a movie then.
Yeah.
Stop making
Movies.
all these movies. Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago, I learned to be skeptical when critics describe a movie as unflinching. Unflinching is code for brave, shorthand for willing to go there. But too often, a movie lauded for being unflinching is often a film rather comfortable with the gratuitous. Lee Daniels' Precious was dubbed as an unflinching look at poverty. Crash was called the same about racism. Neither label has stood the test of time, partially because we have not yet answered some important questions. When does close observation cross the line from empathy into voyeurism? When does careful attention transform into shameless gawking? Now, it's a lot of word soup right there, but
Yeah.
basically he's like, the detail that maybe a director puts into a movie in his vision is actually you're just shamelessly gawking at a person's fatness.
I mean, this is the business model for TLC.
Yeah.
Are they catching any flack for this?
No,
No,
course
of
not.
course
Everybody
not.
loves that. It's the same person who writes this article is probably watching Intervention all day long.
Yeah.
Or whatever is going on there.
Yeah. So
90 Day Fiance. That's TLC. It's got to be right.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of his 600-pound frame, Charlie, is the movie's character, is restricted in his movement. He uses a walker to get around. He has a handle attached to the ceiling to pull himself out onto his bed. He needs grabbers to grab things that are on the floor. The whale relishes in the minute details of Charlie's movements, offering close-ups as a kind of substitute for humanity. I just this type of writing and like this type of article, and it's on BuzzFeed,
Yeah, there you go.
So
Could
like,
it be seen as pretentious? Because it sounds incredibly
yeah,
pretentious
of course,
to me.
this is
Yeah.
pretentious, and I
It was
hate
written
movie
by
critics.
a woke computer.
Yeah.
Like this is just this is like an algorithmic article here.
Yeah, AI wrote this,
Absolutely.
for sure. But it just makes no sense to me to this. It's gratuitous, shameless gawking at a fat man, at an overweight man, when it should be just focusing on not his fatness, but the world around him or something. Like,
Kind of seems like from the premise I got, I'm not going to watch it.
No,
I
me either.
have no interest, but it sounds like it's all about humanity. It was about this guy trying to reconnect with his estranged daughter. That's a story. I guess it doesn't matter what your weight is. That can happen to you. But for this particular guy, because of his weight, there is a bit of the clock's ticking aspect to it, you know? And it's one of those, I think maybe the allegory there is that a lot of people have those perhaps estranged relationships in their life, and they're always like, well, I always got tomorrow. I always got next week. I got next month. I got next year to solve that, the schism between me and if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, or, you know, a child, you know, whatever it is. This guy doesn't have that luxury anymore.
Right.
So now he's on the mission to make it better, you know? That's a story as human as it gets, I feel like.
I don't understand the problem, like, just because, you know, and he starts going in about how Brendan Fraser definitely is going to win an Oscar for this when it should have been like an actual 600-pound man.
That before the movie even came out.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even get that.
Me either. And then he focuses in on, and this is a real problem with Darren Aronofsky. He focuses on the bloody calloused feet in Black Swan. No kidding. I mean, it's about a ballet, right? I mean, she's like getting overworked and her trainer is going crazy. Yeah, she's got bloody calloused feet from dancing. And then he's like, and then also the scars on Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler. He's like, yeah, that's the point. Like, it's the whole point, like, that he's a homeless, you know, right? I mean, like, scars and stuff. He's down on his luck. It's yeah, exactly. I don't know. It'd be like criticizing The Mask, you know, like with Rocky Dennis.
Yeah.
You know, being like, and the film just gratuitously focuses on his deformed head. You know, that's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
Eric Stoltz really should be ashamed of himself for not having a deformed head. You know.
Oh, was he that guy?
Yeah, he was Rocky Dennis. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what they said about Elephant Man.
Yeah, exactly. Titanic just seems to gratuitously focus on the fact that the ship went down instead of, you know, maybe the operation, the people behind it, you know.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan, a little too much about America fighting Germany.
Yeah.
in World War II.
Yeah. That's, we definitely, after this, we need to talk about Drew Brees and how he got on some people's bad sides.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
When he messed up.
He did a commercial where he was struck by lightning because they were talking about lightning bets and gambling. It was for a casino, I think. And he got struck by lightning. It was obviously fake. It was a commercial, and a bunch of these people from Lightning.
Struckbylightning.com.
these
The Council for Victims of Lightning Strikes.
The smallest council, like the rarest, smallest group of people. I can't make fun of you.
Yeah.
They have their own caucus in Congress, all right?
Yeah, these support groups came out and said, that is not okay. How dare you make fun of us?
All we talk about is how rare it is to be struck by lightning.
Yeah.
And like now there's a group of people like, we're rallying together. We're the group for people against being struck by lightning.
Lightning strike survival.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. You're gonna get made fun of. I'm sorry.
Lightning Strike and Electrical Shock Survivors International.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
Sounds like
Electrical
a Marxist group.
Shock?
Yeah. Does it have an acronym? It'd be like Stupender.
Yeah.
Like
stupid. Oh, wait, here we go. The Guardian had an expose last year inside the hidden society of Lightning Strike Survivors. They're forming their own secret society.
Sweet.
That's so stupid. All right,
My
we'll look
goodness.
more into that. We got to get
talk.
here.
I want to hear some more about this. This
Yeah.
flack that Drew Brees got for
Poor
pretending,
guy.
walking around like, how dare he make a commercial where he gets struck by lightning?
is so stupid.
Offends literally a dozen people in the United States.
You can't make fun of people being struck by lightning now.
No, you can't.
I would
What is
figure if I got
happening?
struck by lightning, I'm fair game.
yeah,
I'd have to
dude.
be making fun of myself all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm electrifying.
Yeah.
I would like really turn it around into something good. I feel like I'm just that kind of person. you
Yeah,
know?
Patrick's positively charged.
Yeah. When my feet grew back, or the whole, whatever happened, it's not good. I mean,
Your eyebrows grew back in.
yeah, I'll give you when you get struck by lightning, it can't be good.
No, I imagine not. We got to get into it, though. It's time for your first kind of spot block of the day. We got your Ag Vantage report and all the rest. We'll be back with the Brew Crew here in just a couple minutes.
Harris Drugs sends you the Christmas wish that the angels at Bethlehem proclaimed. Peace on earth. All mankind yearns for universal peace, and it comes nearer at Christmas time. Harris Drug hopes this greeting will become reality and peace abide in your heart. They especially want to wish you a merry and blessed Christmas. Harris Drug and Gifts in downtown Kdqn.
Cotton down, other crops up. Hello, I'm Scotty Woodson on the EAB Ag Network with your EAB Noon Market Report. December corn at 682 3/4, up 4.5, with March corn at 688 3/4, up 4 1/4. November soybeans at 1388 1/4, up 15 3/4, with January soybeans 1396 1/4, up 13.5. December wheat at 846 1/2, up 5 1/4. March wheat at 865 3/4, up 6 1/4. December cotton at 77.92, down 37, with March cotton at 77.90, down 7. November rice at 1648, down a half, with January rice at 1684, up a half. Moving on to livestock now. October live cattle at 149.50, 7.5, up 22.5, with December live cattle at 151.50, 7.5, up 22.5. October feeder cattle at 175.50, up 27.5. November feeder cattle at 177.22.5, down 85. December lane hogs at 86.80, down 57.5, with February hogs at 88.90, down 10. That's your EAB Noon Market Report, brought to you by Pico Foods. Now buying new crop corn and milo direct from local producers in Arkansas, Alabama, Missouri, and Mississippi. Farmers, Pico Foods sends best wishes to you for a successful harvest and reminds you that they're now booking corn and milo. Pico Foods is a 4th-generation family-owned business and the 8th largest poultry producer in the U.S. They buy direct from local producers at always competitive prices because Pico believes in supporting their own agricultural community. Call today. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Craig Bird or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
A biological product designed to help rice maximize yield potential? You're not dreaming. BioRice is a diverse consortium of anaerobic bacteria that frees up flood-bound nutrients, increases tillering, and sets the playing field for next season's crop. It's all possible with Concept Agritech Technologies, Biotech, and Penatech, your solution to delivering the microbes your crop needs. Find out more at conceptagritech.com. That's conceptagritech.com.
The slogan at Don's Easy Pay is taking time to care for our customers. But it's not just a slogan. It's our pledge to you to always put you, our valued customer, first. Not everyone can afford to pay the cash price for furniture, appliances, and electronics you need for your home. That's why Don's Easy Pay has a convenient rent-to-own plan with low weekly or monthly payments to fit your budget. No credit checks, free same-day delivery and setup. Discover why we're taking time to care for our customers at Don's Easy Pay.
With the holidays here, everybody needs a little holiday cheer. Get yours at the newly opened liquor store just east of town. Zuniga's Liquor is fully stocked and ready to serve you with large varieties of tequilas, beer, wine, whiskey, and more. Visit their beer cave for a cold drink or pick one of their many mixers to take home. Come inside or choose the drive-thru. However you need to get your cheer on. That's Zuniga's Liquor, 1197 Highway 70 east of Kdqn. Open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to midnight.
All right, that was the last item on the list. Let's check out. Hello? If this reminds you of your last shopping experience, then head to Pruitt's Food, where you'll always find a friendly employee to lend a hand. Pruitt's has the freshest meats, produce, deli, and bakery with easy access and quick service. There's even curbside delivery. Pruitt's Food, with locations at 500 East Colin Ray Drive in Kdqn and 201 South Park Drive in Broken Bow.
Do you need health insurance? Open enrollment for the Arkansas Health Insurance Marketplace is happening now. Do you have questions about plans and coverage or need help with enrollment? Visit myarinsurance.com to connect with an Arkansan waiting to help at no cost to you. Open enrollment ends January 15th, but enroll by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Find help today at myarinsurance.com.
What if I told you there may be an all-natural, great-tasting way to fight COVID-19 and other viruses? Build your immune system, treat respiratory ailments with antibacterial properties that fight viral infections. Introducing Renovation Tea, now available at On Demand in the Lisick Building in Kdqn. Treat seasonal allergies, boost your immune system, and relieve headaches due to congestion the natural way with the great-tasting herbal tea. Get yours today at On Demand, 810 West Colin Ray Drive in Kdqn, or call Dee at 870-784-3121 for more info.
At Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative, one of the real joys of the holiday season is the opportunity to say thank you. Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative is proud to serve our members in Southwest Arkansas. It's our goal to provide our customers safe, affordable, dependable, consumer-focused utility services. Best wishes for a blessed and Merry Christmas and the very best in the new year. From everyone at Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative, your Touchtone Energy Cooperative.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Green's Jewelry Store knows just what you need for that special someone in your life. To make things even better, Green's Jewelry in Ashdown is having their store-wide Christmas sale. Everything's specially priced with large selections to choose from, like diamond earrings starting at just $26 or diamond bracelets starting at $29. You won't need the mistletoe this year. Just say charge it with my Green's Jewelry card and you'll receive 12 months no interest financing with approved credit. That's Green's Jewelry in Jackson Square, Ashdown.
We are live. Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew. Good morning to all. Good morning to all, and to all a good morning.
Yeah. We are getting closer to Christmas.
Yes, we are.
So exciting.
I should probably start shopping. Go to Dollar Tree. See what I can get.
Oh, man. We did a Dollar Tree Christmas a couple years ago, right? 2019.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, we did.
Everybody had to get everybody else 2 things, I think. So there were like millions of presents under the tree.
Yeah, there was lots of presents, and none of them were exciting.
No, I think somebody got a can of crab.
Yeah, can of crab, and then somebody got sick from that can of crab. I got Patrick a pregnancy test.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I got our stepdad an ovulation test.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was great, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see where Elon Musk got booed off the stage?
Yeah, he was with Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah, I don't understand what he was doing on there.
I have no idea.
Like, to have Dave Chappelle on stage doing his show, and then you just because you're the richest man on earth, you just get up there thinking like, everybody, revel in my greatness.
Yeah. And he just got booed.
He just got booed.
And he said it was like 90% claps, 10% boos.
That's
and I'm like,
nonsense.
Liar. And he said it was the first time he's ever been booed.
Liar. Again.
Liar.
It has to be.
Awesome.
And I don't know what he was doing on there. And the funniest thing was when he was getting booed, Dave Chappelle's just like, sounds like all the people you fired.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was funny.
But I saw like Musk trying to interact with it. He was either getting laughed over by the crowd or talked over by Chappelle. Chappelle invited him.
Yeah, I don't know.
This was like Chappelle's idea.
Yeah.
Then there was also at one point there's Chappelle and like some other titans of black pop culture up there. I think 5 altogether, and then Elon Musk, a South African whose family very much benefited from apartheid era. It was just very, very odd.
Yeah.
It made for a weird image.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's very odd.
I got a tweet last night that said he's no longer the richest man in the world. Somebody took his place, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did?
I don't
Because he bought
remember
Twitter.
the
He
name.
went 40 billion down.
Yeah, he's either 1 or 2.
He's now number 2.
Trades back and forth, but he is definitely. I listened to a podcast yesterday where one guy made a really good point, and he's like, I always kind of liked Elon Musk. I like the Boring Company. He can make the Boring Company makes the best tunnels in the world.
Yeah.
Tunnels are critical in places, right?
Yeah.
Tesla, all right, is really a revolutionary car design. There's a lot of things that Elon Musk has started that are really good businesses.
PayPal, right? I mean, I don't think he just invested in it or something.
I think so. He was like a lead investor in it.
Which is...
But like his modern stuff, he's been very much involved in. Now he's doing this whole Twitter thing. It's taking away, it's like this guy's just like, man, I kind of have doubts about Tesla. He's like, I invest in Tesla. I invest in a Boring Company. And now I'm watching the head of this company go and just become a king troll on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's literally, it seems like that's the only reason that he bought Twitter.
Yeah.
So he could go on there and be uncancelable.
And be really, really provoking. You know, and again, I'm just the type like where I just want to like I whatever you say, I kind of want to make fun of it in one way or another. And like he did this. He's like, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci.
Yeah,
you know, and I was just like, it's like I don't think it's very funny. Like just as a joke wise, like not morally. I'm not like offended by it. It was just like, ugh, why are you even doing that? Like,
I get what he's going for there. You know, I see that in so many emails. The him, her, they, them thing. You know, I know he's making fun of that, but then the prosecute Fauci, it doesn't fit. Like you should have separated those into two different jokes.
Yeah. It was just a bad joke to me.
It's
a
bad joke.
Yeah, try something else. You know.
You remember, I was one of those idiot people that got in on some Dogecoin. I was like, oh, and he was supposed to make some big announcement on an SNL one night, and everybody was hedging their bets. Like the money, like Dogecoin was just skyrocketing. It's pennies. It's like a penny crypto, but it was skyrocketing. You know, I got in at like 16 cents. It was like 70 cents at this point, you know, so big return on investment. And everyone's like, it's going to hit $1. It may hit $2 as soon as he gets on SNL and says something about it. He says nothing about it. I think he makes fun of Dogecoin for like a split second, and then he ends up looking like an idiot throughout the whole SNL show. I mean, he's terrible. He's really not a good actor, not a good improv guy, and the whole thing like tanked. I mean, it went to like 8 cents or something at the end of the night. It was, and I'm just like, well, there went that. You know?
I bought in at 40. I sold at 7.
I held on for a while, but I was like, this. Mine got back up to like 23 cents. So I got like a little bit out of it.
We missed the overnight. Like literally, it was like 0.0002 cents,
a trillionth of a cent.
So there was plenty of overnight millionaires happen from that. And
but
it wasn't
most
me.
of them held on. Like I've read, there was one guy from San Francisco who he like took every dollar he could. He borrowed from the bank. He borrowed from his family. Overnight, he was like 100 millionaire, and then he did like a couple of more bad investments in the crypto market, and literally had no money left afterwards. I mean, easy come, easy go. I guess he was like
volatile.
Yes,
you know?
it's an unsecured market. You know, he was very much like he was lauded as like, oh, this is what crypto can do for you. And then like 2 weeks later, he's like broker than he was when he first bought it, and
massive debt.
It's I don't know, it's silly.
So the richest guy in the world now is Bernard Arnault, who's the co-founder of Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
Just wanted to get that out there.
Really?
Yes.
What has he been investing in?
Yeah.
It can't just be Louis Vuitton that got him that.
I have no idea.
Yeah. There's not that many people buying. I mean, Louis Vuitton, obviously, like the biggest designer ever, right? But like.
Oh, interesting. Sorry. He's also co-founder and CEO of Tesla.
Oh.
That makes a little more sense, right?
You know, like I thought you would need, you know, I don't know. I figured to be the richest guy in the world now, you needed some online thing like Amazon or Google.
Silicon Valley kind of business. Yeah,
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No longer the richest man in the world.
And
not for long. He'll do something.
Give it a moment. Yeah, it's mostly because he just spent $44 billion to be exact, I guess, buying Twitter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I just hope I hear this. I hear this from some folks. Like that same podcast. It's hosted by Rich Lowry. He's the editor of National Review. He asked everyone there. He's like, scale of 1 to 10, how important is this debate about Twitter? And like 4 out of the 5 panelists were just like, oh, it's 8, it's a 9 out of 10. You know, this is huge. This has a lot of impacts on the rest of society. Then they asked like foreign people. They have one guy. He's an American citizen now, but he's from Britain, and he's like, this is a 2, maybe a low simmer. He was like, all of us, we hang our industry, our journalism on the hooks of Twitter. He's like, you know what, average American could not possibly care less about Twitter. And absolutely right. And I'm just listening to these other guys who are smart folks. You know, I don't get why they can't see that. Like,
I'm with that.
I feel like an idiot every time I talk about Twitter because it's stupid.
It's just stupid. Yeah. And like I said last week with the Brittany Griner thing, Twitter is not America. like at all. There's probably more people on Twitter that aren't in America than there are like Americans.
Absolutely.
You know, so all the people that are going, Freeman, hashtag this, it's like they're not even in this country.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What do I care?
I didn't even know that Twitter was still relevant until the whole Elon Musk thing started.
It really wasn't.
I thought it wasn't.
Yeah.
Now it's constantly in the headlines. You know, it's been, I guess, at least, you know, bad publicity is still publicity,
True,
right?
right.
So I guess that's how Musk has seen it. But I tell you, I know he's not American. He's South African. But he would do America, and you know what, the entire world such a huge favor if he just
deleted it.
Deleted Twitter. If you went to twitter.com and it was like website does not exist.
Yeah.
I mean,
sweet.
Honestly, that is, and it's funny when you hear from international people, that's what they're like. Twitter is used for suppression and all kinds of crazy stuff in our countries.
Yeah.
You know, and we see it here where like the Ayatollah can call for, he can put death fatwas out on people. Trump says a couple of
Twitter.
things on there and gets banned.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the Ayatollah is still, you know, putting death threats out on people there.
Yeah, it's not a good system. Guys, we got to get into
Sorry.
it. No, you're fine. Genuine RV Super Trivia coming at you in 1 minute.
Here at First State Bank, we've been serving the area since 1973. We're local, just like you, and being local means we make local decisions too. We're here to serve you quickly so you can spend your time wisely and not in line. Now, that's just one of the many benefits you get when you bank with a local community bank. Bank at home with us at First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All we're here to do. We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Bill out $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
That's right. We are back live for Genuine RV Power Trivia. Genuine RV and Power Sports in Idabel, Oklahoma is the place to go. GenuineRV.com is the website to visit. Go do it right now for all your power sports needs. Jennifer has a question for you. She's going to read it. You're going to call 642-2190, 642-3637, 898-3624 if you want to get it correct. Win yourself breakfast and a car wash token, just like that. Let's get into it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
90% of people will experience at least one of these in their lifetime. What is it?
Ooh.
Whoa, that is a broad question.
That is a broad question.
90% of people will experience at least one of these in their lifetime. What is it?
Lots of potential here.
That's a huge amount of people.
Yeah.
That's a very
Yes.
broad thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Lightning strikes. No. Let's go to the phone lines.
Yeah,
Good morning.
what
You're
you
live on.
5 things you did not know about being struck by lightning.
Yeah. You're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
Getting a ticket?
Ooh, great answer.
Getting a ticket.
Not what I'm looking for.
I'm going to say a health crisis.
It falls in that category, but not
Uh-oh.
specific enough.
Christmas miracle is not the answer then?
No.
Oh, that's great. That's a large percentage of people. I like that.
Yeah. Go to Facebook Live and help some people out. 642-2190. Let's hear that question again.
All righty. 90% of people will experience at least one of these in their lifetime. What is it?
To the phone lines. To the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
Good morning. Is it a broken bone?
Ooh, great
broken
answer. Close in a way.
I'm going to say a doctor visit.
Not a doctor's visit.
A wisdom tooth?
Wisdom tooth.
You got to be a little more specific there.
Is it getting your wisdom teeth extracted?
No. Is it not?
It's close. I think it's close enough.
Is it close enough?
Yeah, it's impacted wisdom tooth.
Impacted wisdom.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means. I haven't heard that before.
I mean, it's kind of like what Tyler has when your tooth is going sideways and they have to
it's
remove
impacted.
it. Yes.
Impacted wisdom teeth is the
Man.
answer. A little specific. Yeah. Who do we have on the phone?
Ruby Valley.
Ruby Valley. Thanks to, I don't even know who, the person who read the question, I think.
Yeah. Well, Patrick was close enough.
It was
right?
close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You bet, Miss Ruby.
That's right. You
Y'all
can pick
have
up
a
your.
great day.
You too. Merry
you know the
Christmas.
score. You know the score. Bye-bye.
I'm in
All
the
right.
10%.
Yes, me too.
We'll see, man.
I'm out of the. Everything I've read is if I hadn't had it by now, it just ain't happening.
So you have
I'm
no
literally
wisdom teeth. That's
more
impossible.
likely to get struck by lightning. No, they say that is something I have read that they're being phased out.
They are.
Yeah, I know you. I mean, some of us are just a little more advanced. You had the tail. I didn't. I wasn't born with the tail.
Yeah.
I was
still have
deemed I didn't need it.
An appendix I have. And,
Yeah, I
you
still
know,
have
whatever
that,
else.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
You don't have any wisdom teeth?
I don't think so.
I think
I just got the regular
you better count
32.
them. You better count them. No,
Yeah.
32 is with the wisdom teeth.
Is it? Well, I got
Yes.
the 28. I've never counted them. No.
Count them.
You
What are you
can
doing?
count them. Yeah.
I have one back here that is fully grown in and is not causing any problems. There's
Yeah.
space for it. It pinches my cheek sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll still
But-
want to take it out.
Yeah, I'm going to get that one yanked out. And then I got this one coming in. So they said I'm the rarest when I have one on the top left and one on the bottom right. That's like,
Yeah.
what's going on with you?
Yeah,
Whoa.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I had two. I only had two on top, and they weren't impacted. But I ate a corn nut once, and it just broke. Yeah, it was really painful.
Patrick's just saying "ooh" to the corn nut.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
He hates corn nuts. Why
I
don't you
feel
love?
like then
I
it
love
goes
a good.
right into the hole left
Yeah,
behind.
it just
or something.
replaces the tooth.
It would work. Those things are hard.
Yeah, I love corn nuts. Ranch flavored.
They smell so
man.
bad. Like you ever been in a car and someone opens that
Yeah,
fresh
yeah.
bag of corn nuts?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, I
love
got hungry.
them.
I got hungry.
It's like the only thing in the world I don't like. And
I haven't had them since 2011.
Yeah, since that.
2012, excuse me. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
man,
10
nearly
years.
End of the world.
keep it up. I'm proud
I've
of you.
never eat a corn nut again.
10 years corn nut
Nope.
sober. And
Yes.
What if I pre-chewed them for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I had a couple nights ago?
What?
For the first time in probably 5-6 years, I had corn on the cob.
Oh,
Corn on the
man.
cob.
Did you go all typewriter on
Oh,
it?
I went to town.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Give me another one.
Yeah.
See, I cut it off. I cut it
Yeah,
off.
my wife does that too.
Yeah.
It's so weird. That's you just have a can of corn then.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm done with corn.
Done with corn.
I think I'm done with corn.
Why?
I think I'll never
yeah?
have corn. What you will see what Big Corn has to say about
Yeah,
that.
no doubt.
I might get taken off the air.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with corn.
But why?
I get no enjoyment out of it.
What?
Yeah. It does nothing for you.
It's delicious.
I hate the aftermath.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
It reminds me of my babysitter.
You get to see
When-
your digestive process, you know.
Yeah.
how
Or
quick it
lack
is.
thereof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our babysitter, rather, who used to just have fun leaving things behind
Yeah.
for you to find.
And like intentionally being like, go look in the toilet.
Yeah, go look over there. So I hate it. There's nothing about corn that's redeeming to me. I mean, it tastes like nothing unless you slather it in butter and pepper.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, just eat the butter and pepper. That'd be like more. That'd be.
Yeah, that's just it doesn't. It's not as graceful as when
Yeah.
you put it on a corn cob.
Yeah.
or on the corn. Yeah,
Just think about this. Hello, sir. Yes, with your steak, you have the sides. We can have, fresh grilled asparagus. We can have beautiful simmered buttered, green beans. Brussels sprouts steamed. Or you get corn.
yeah. No, give me the cob corn.
Yeah, give me the. I'll take one cob corn, please. No, I think I'm done with corn.
I say, give me the whole bushel. One
want it
corn
all,
on the
huh?
cob's not enough.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
Only thing I don't like about it is just when it gets stuck in your teeth from the
Yeah,
corn.
I know,
like
but it's
that,
like it tastes like summer to me. Like
It does, yeah.
grilled corn on the cob, a little butter
it
on
kinda
it.
tastes like a
man.
lake.
Get some watermelon with that. Have some burgers grilled up. Oh man, I
Yeah.
can't wait for summer. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. No, I think I'm done with corn. I don't know what's maybe not. Maybe
He'll
not.
be back. Don't worry. I
Yeah.
promise you, he'll
yeah.
be back.
There's plenty of corn in things,
Yep.
so
It's great
that's
filler.
fine.
It is. I like mixing it with mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's a great
I hate
idea.
that. I hate that.
The little pops are so satisfying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly,
No.
a can of corn can go just about anything.
Yes.
Yes. You got any kind of casserole, put a can of corn in there.
Yep.
A soup, put some cans,
Yep.
put some corn in it.
Cereal. Corn and cereal.
Corn flakes.
Corn.
With
Yeah,
corn.
that's true.
With
Yeah,
extra
yeah, yeah.
corn.
Yeah, extra corn.
Yeah.
Cream of corn. I love cream corn.
I hate that.
Love it. You like
They
cream
have-
corn?
I love.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just eat it out of the can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm realizing
but-
I hate corn.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
There's
I
like,
think so.
yeah, it's like there's nothing. It's not like I don't like tomatoes for the taste
Mhm.
specifically and the texture and the slime.
Yeah.
But corn, I just detest it. That's what it is. I just
man.
you know
The whole idea of it.
the whole idea
Yeah.
of corn. Yeah, the fact that it's
Yeah.
like
What has it ever done?
Yeah,
for our
yeah,
societies?
saved. But like, how does it save? You don't get nothing out of it. There's
Well,
nothing
it's
in it.
What most farm animals eat, right?
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
most corn grown in the country is.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Yeah.
I love popcorn.
Man, and at Pruitt's they have this. It's like I guess it's like cream corn, but it's been dried. So it's like a powder,
Dried
make like
cream
corn pone out of it or something. Oh man, it's so
Ooh.
good. I've had corn casserole like that.
Yeah?
with that stuff.
Somebody's calling 2190. Should I take it or
Yeah.
is it a birthday?
Tell us what's your favorite type of corn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Good morning. You're live on the Morning Brew.
Man, you're so corny.
You like corn, Rick? You a big corn man?
I'm going to tell you something. I got a smoker, and more than meat, I like smoking corn. We smoke corn that's old corn to put in other dishes. Then this corn on the cob, you smoke it. My sister-in-law that's coming up for Christmas hated corn. And I would make Mexican corn that I'd smoked with it, and she hated it. Now she's already hit me up 3 times. Now you are making some corn.
Yeah.
I've heard corn so many times it doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
It is a funny one.
Okay,
That sounds
smoked
amazing.
corn. I'll try it because again, I don't not like
Yeah.
corn. It's just I don't like it. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
nothing to me.
Sounds like you
So-
better have an extra plate there on the dinner table for Christmas, Greg.
Yeah.
And somebody's coming
It will
come for
become
dinner.
something for you. I'm gonna bring you up some next, maybe the holidays when I smoke it. I'm off work. I
Well,
know.
you know, maybe just keep the corn lovers in mind too. I mean, this
Yeah.
Tyler does not even deserve it. You smoke corn at this point.
All right, we appreciate you, Rick.
You have a good one.
You too, man.
Ben Mooneyham on Facebook says, "Can't stand corn. Just the smell makes me sick."
Oh,
So
see?
you're
Is there
not
some
alone.
Secret society of corn haters
Yeah,
out there.
corn
that they
haters.
don't know. Maybe you're about
I'm
to get inducted.
offended.
Yeah.
It's like
I am
skull and
offended.
bones.
You're
Yeah.
offended, huh?
I'm offended.
Corn. You haven't had corn in forever because of what was
My
going on.
teeth.
Now you're back on. You just like now you're
Yes.
just all in on corn.
That's all I'm
Brad
eating.
over
Moving
here
all
doing
in.
so well that he doesn't even
I
need
don't
to
need-
incorporate corn into his
I don't need
diet.
peasant food.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need peasant food. All right,
That's how my
gosh.
family survives is corn. All right,
Mariah's just eating nothing but corn.
you better believe it.
Corn milk.
Corn. Yeah,
We're gonna have a corn Christmas.
yeah, yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
We're way
Man, corn
late.
has done a lot. Corn made this country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just say
I
that.
want you to pull up some corn facts.
Okay.
Lists of why corn is good or something. I need you to convince me of it.
Yeah.
We got to get
go
into
to
the news.
cornhub.com. Just make sure it's corn.
I think the CMP are far
Your
enough.
number one country, 92.1, is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Dirks. Local news this hour is presented by Shelter Insurance Agents Joey Bailey in Ashdown, Jeff Woods in Kdqn, and Todd Moore in Dirks, and by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. The Sevier County Quorum Court passed that county's 2023 operating budget on Monday, funding county operations for the next fiscal year. The budget totals just over $12 million for 2023 and addresses a number of issues county officials say are important for the following year. That includes an 8.5% pay increase for all county employees outside of the Sevier County Sheriff's Office and the Sevier County Jail. The decision was made to exclude Sheriff's Office and jail employees from the countywide raise because of a mid-year $2 per hour raise those employees received in 2022. Those employees will instead receive a 3% cost of living adjustment for 2023. The issue of higher wages for county employees has been one in the sphere of public discussion for months. Sandra Jackson, a concerned citizen who resides near Locksburg, initially raised the issue earlier this year on behalf of a number of Sevier County citizens who, she said, felt county employees deserve better wages. Justice Earl Batiste said it was that discussion, along with inflationary pressures and the higher wages offered through the private sector, that prompted the Quorum Court to approve the 8.5% pay increase this year. Batiste said county employees not only deserve the raise, but needed it as well due to current economic factors across the nation. He also said sound financial stewardship on behalf of the Quorum Court and county departments over the years ensured the generous pay increase would not financially harm the county.
That's exactly right. Because we have been good stewards, like Angie said, we've been able to, over the years, and, I give credit again to Mike Archer and the guys before us and the people that were on the budget and had the same mindset in their mind that we're going to leave the county better than when we came here. But it leads us to where we do have the money to do this thing. And, with the inflation and with the competitiveness of the jobs and the job market, sometimes you do have to make those changes. And it's to the benefit of the employees, but it's also to the benefit of the county. And it is a showing of how much we appreciate them and respect them for what they do. But it's also a necessity. And like I said, one of the questions that everyone first asks is, can we afford it? Because it is, kind of pricey. But yes, because we have in the past watched our money really well, we can't afford it. And we're in good future, and in the future years, 5 years down the road, 10 years like we look at sometimes, we're okay.
Following Monday's meeting of the Quorum Court, county employees are also set to receive a $600 bonus this year to be paid for through money remaining from the county's American Recovery Plan Act allotment. This fund was established by President Joe Biden in 2021 to help local governments recover from the economic consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic. Batiste and fellow Justice Angie Walker explained other expenditures in the 2023 budget would focus on updating and renovating existing county facilities, including the Sevier County Jail and Courthouse.
We're doing some upgrades at the jail. We're also doing some upgrades to the sidewalks here at the courthouse. We've also got a roof that we're replacing in one of the other facilities. So, nothing spectacular, I don't think, just really. Normal county business.
The county is so big and we have so many employees. So just like say at the jail, if you do something, and that's what we were talking about, doing upgrades. We're doing upgrades in the jail, mostly on the software, the jail tower, and then the perimeter of the jail where we're doing security and lighting and things like that. But, those are such big complexes that, it's not hard to spend $100,000. And we were talking about insulating the roof, that's $50,000. So you can get into a lot of money just doing what you have to do. So, being as far as cosmetic or whatever, sometimes that comes last.
Absolutely. Like many counties in the midst of a record period of inflation, Sevier County's 2023 budget is a largely conservative one. Walker and Batiste said the budget focuses on necessary expenditures rather than new, costly capital projects.
I think we've cracked that kind of into all of our budgets.
I think that every year.
Yeah, because, we try to be conservative every year. And looking forward, we try to, in the back of our minds, we want to leave whoever's coming after us in good shape so that the county be in good shape and, not have to worry about scrounging around for pennies or whatever, look for dues. So that's the main thing is we do what we have to do and make sure that we've got the money going forward, but make sure we do what we got to do. That's the main thing.
Yeah. I think we've always been fiscally responsible for the voters, that's been our goal.
In other items of county business decided on Monday, the Quorum Court established an organizational meeting for January 3rd of next year to begin the process of choosing who will serve as the next interim county judge. That appointee will serve through the next 4-year term until the next countywide elections are held in 2026. The Quorum Court plans to fill the vacancy on January 9th following the resignation of current interim county judge Kdqn. The process of selecting an interim county judge was required following the passing of Sevier County Judge Greg Ray in late August. Monday's meeting also marked the last for several justices of the peace, including Earl Batiste and David Wright. Both were defeated in the recent election by challengers Michael Barnes and Callie Miller, respectively. Outgoing justices also include Marilyn Archer and Evelyn Keels. Both were appointed by Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson in 2021 following the passing of their husbands and long-standing Sevier County Justices of the Peace, Michael Archer and Charles Keels. The two other new Justices of the Peace will include Scotty Morris and Walter Smith. Both ran unopposed during the 2022 election and will serve on the quorum court positions held by Archer and Keels, respectively. The meeting ended with gifts for the outgoing Justices of the Peace, as well as a thanks from county officials for their service to Sevier County during their time on the quorum court. Earl Batiste took a moment following Monday's meeting to share his thoughts on 14 years as a Sevier County Justice of the Peace.
You know, it's been an honor and a privilege, and I really appreciate the opportunity that I've been able to do this for 14 years. And I've learned a lot. I've gained a really deep respect and affection for the county and the county employees. And of course, I just wish them all the very best. And like I say, I just thank everybody for working together and having great decorum and being a group that could come together and make decisions. And like I said earlier, you know, not that we always agreed, not that sometimes that we butted heads, but to me, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, democracy and the government that we have, that you don't always agree and you come together and you meet in the middle or meet wherever where you can at least agree on something. And that's what I'm most proud of.
The new quorum court will officially take office on January 1st. We'll be back with more local news following this break and these messages from our sponsors.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
See your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents Todd Moore and Dirks, Joey Bailey in Ashdown, or the Woods Agency in Kdqn.
If you're hearing this, you're behind the wheel, thinking you need something new. Teeter Motors will make a deal and they take your trade in too.
Hunting season, outdoor adventures, winter weather. Make sure you're prepared to tackle all of these and anything else that's thrown your way with a visit to Teeter Motor Company. We have the largest selection of 4Runners, Tacomas, and Jeeps in the state, along with a huge selection of economy vehicles. Holidays are approaching, so let us make your first payment on any vehicle purchased in November or December. Stop by 1201 Highway 71 South in Mena and ask for Shannon or Randy to schedule a test drive today.
And we are back with Kdqn News. The Kdqn Rotary Cup has been presented annually to the most valuable senior on the Kdqn Leopards football team all the way back since 1936. Past winners of the award represent top students and athletes spanning over 8 decades at Kdqn High School. At Monday's noon meeting of the club, the voice of the Leopards, Jay Bunyard, presented the award for the 2022 season to linebacker and fullback Trey Brown. He's the 87th all-time recipient of the Rotary Cup. A co-captain on the team in 2022, Brown led the team in tackles with 92. For his career, he was credited with 174 tackles and 12 tackles for loss. He rushed for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. He was named to the All-5A South Conference first team as a junior and as a senior. Brown also excels in the classroom with a 3.5 grade point average and made a 25 on the ACT test. He's active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, and serves as vice president of the show choir, where he also received the Director's Award. The son of Cliff and Cassandra Brown, Trey plans to go to college after graduation in May and major in computer science and minor in business. Besides performance on the football field, the Rotary Cup is also based on character, leadership, scholastic achievements, and participation in other school activities. And in our next story, if you've been traveling down Highway 70 west of town recently, you may have noticed something new at the J. Lynn Helms Sevier County Airport. Recently, a mural encouraging tourism in southwest Arkansas has been painted on one of the buildings. In the picture, a plane pulls a banner stating, "Welcome to the destination hub of southwest Arkansas." It flies over a lake featuring a bass, a canoe, hills, and to the side, a cannon and a diamond. Each of these elements represents points of interest for travelers to our area, from local lakes to diamond mines and historic sites. The mural is an invitation for folks to stay in Sevier County and enjoy day trips in any direction from here. The artwork was painted by Darlene Taylor and was made possible by a grant through Create Bridges, an initiative for Sevier, Little River, and Howard counties aimed at strengthening the retail, tourism, and hospitality sectors. Organizers gave many thanks to the airport board for allowing the use of their building to promote tourism for Sevier County. Through the grant, another mural has been planned for Sevier County and should be in progress soon. That's it for this edition of KDQN News, but check out more local news, sports, and upcoming events online at kdqn.net. You can also find, like, and follow us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. And by your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, Todd Moore and Dirks, Jeff Woods in DeQueen, and Joey Bailey in Ashdown. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
That's right. We are back live. Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew. Good morning to all of you out there in Radio Land, and you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Yes. Go to facebooklive.com/KDQN921 right now, because we're here. We're live. Drop a like, drop a share, drop a comment, and you will be eligible to win some big things this Friday. Are you doing this one?
I am doing this one.
You're doing this one?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Positive?
I'm absolutely positive.
All right, you got it. Other things, man. We've been talking about this corn situation. The corn dilemma. Carolyn's on my side. She don't like corn.
Yeah.
So that's really 2 against 2, or no, 3 against 2, because you guys have gotten no corn support. Well, I guess, you had Rick. You had Rick. Yeah. Fine. And then also Linda Shomo says, morning, y'all. Grilled corn is awesome. So it's me, Ben, and Carolyn versus Linda, Patrick, Jen, and Rick.
Yes.
So.
And I really want to try that smoked corn. That sounds incredible.
Yeah. Can you imagine trying to smoke a corn? Like a cigar?
Yeah. Hey, corn cob pipe.
That's true. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Oh, man.
It's a lot of corn talk.
It's too much corn talk. My teeth are killing me. I'm not able to. I have to go get surgery on my mouth area. And it's, I don't know what to do. I don't have dental insurance.
Yeah.
I'm not bougie enough for dental insurance.
I had to get my wisdom teeth surgically extracted. And I think you saw the aftermath of that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You tried to eat pudding.
And chips.
And it just leaked out of your mouth.
Yeah.
We had to keep the chips from you.
You were seriously angry with me. I remember that.
I wasn't angry with you.
Yeah, but you were getting
frustrated
because I kept going for the Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop with the Doritos.
I was so hungry.
Yeah. Eat the pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was scary to see you in that state. And then you see all the videos online of people going crazy after their wisdom teeth appointment or whatever. I don't want to be that.
You're just loopy.
Yeah. I don't want to be that vulnerable. I think I might just live with it, to be honest with you.
You can't.
I think I might do that.
You cannot, because it will get worse.
I'm just going to live with it.
No.
I got a great solution to tooth pain. Just lop my head off. That'll take care of the whole problem.
No. I think you need a second opinion and go from there. And if you do end up needing surgery, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You'll feel better after.
I will. Yeah. Well, I am dismayed by the price of vehicles right now. The price of used vehicles and what people think they can get for them.
Yeah.
I got a guy on my Facebook. He's from AZ. He's from Arizona. He has a 1997 4Runner. It's got 227,000 miles on it. He wants $20,000 for it.
Yeah.
Now, the comment section is littered with people saying that is outrageous. You're not going to even get $5,000 for it. But he's sticking to it. He says $20K or bust.
Right.
I say good luck to you, sir. But at the same time, it's not unfounded to think that you can get, and you might just do it if you have old 4Runner, get 20K out of it. And the thing is clapped up.
Yeah,
Like, it is
I was going to
not
say
very
that's
nice.
that doesn't surprise me that he's asking for so much. Yeah, I wanted a Tacoma,
Mm-hmm.
a used Tacoma.
Mhm.
You know, no,
Yeah.
it's 20,000 plus.
Worth her weight in gold, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
And 4Runners, nice ride, no
Mhm.
doubt. But I mean, even like a limited edition with the sunroof and the rear
Yeah.
locker, this, that, and the other.
Yep.
20 grand.
20
Yeah.
grand is
Wasn't
crazy.
that much when it was new.
Yeah.
Now is this in Flagstaff that he's selling it?
In Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what I say. 20 grand for 227,000 miles on it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
I know that's
broke
just
in,
getting
right?
broke in for a Toyota.
Yeah,
but-
that's yeah. The rest of the vehicle's going to definitely need some work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be a maintenance hog. I
Yeah.
just have to imagine. But
For sure.
That's crazy, you know. And hey, man, like to let this guy know that the vehicle market is kind of settling down a little bit. I
Yeah.
know we saw during like COVID and stuff last
Mhm.
year. I saw locally people selling their like 07 Silverado
Mhm.
with 190,000 miles on it. You know,
15,
pretty beat
20K.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
needs new tires. You know,
Yeah.
this, that, and the
Don't
other.
run.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, $18,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just don't think so. Mm-hmm. Don't know about that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat.
Yeah, clearly. Swallow it.
I was gonna say though, like in Flagstaff, Northern Arizona in general, it's like this exclusive Toyota club up
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so pretentious.
I was in it, dude.
Yeah.
I was in the belly of the beast.
Like you were
when it came.
considered really cool if you had some sort of Toyota,
Yeah.
especially if it was a 4Runner or a
Yeah.
Tacoma.
I wanted to show them all up though one year in tow because I wouldn't dare drive it that far. But my 04 Land Rover,
Yeah.
the Disco
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
take it up there and show them all.
Yeah.
Up. Yeah,
He probably
It's
would.
Usually seen on a tow truck, probably.
on a flatbed.
Okay, okay.
It's to save my. It would actually be cheaper on fuel. I wouldn't feel bad about driving it that far.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
the fuel cost would be
Yeah.
outrageous. You would save more money on fuel just hauling it out there and driving another vehicle and having that one on the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had drove the 4Runner out here. I wish I had the guts to do something like that.
Mhm.
You know, and just go like 50 the whole way.
Were you
know?
concerned that it wouldn't make it?
Yeah,
Or-
and there was nothing too crazy that like wrong with it that would be in the way of it, but it was a 91. It was beautiful. And you know, brand new tires, new wheels, and everything on it. You know, all
It's a big
the
trip. 16
it's a
hours.
big trip.
16 hours at the speed limit.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you're going 20 miles below it. then
Yeah.
Add another, 10 hours to it or something.
Lots of play in the wheel. You know,
I told you if
It's-
you did, like, and you broke down Albuquerque, Amarillo, or
Yeah.
something, heck, I'd grab a car hauler and we go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you. But then
Yeah.
it would, now
kind
you
of
just-
defeat the purpose of the whole thing.
Broke down vehicle in your
Yeah,
yard
yeah.
when you get here. And-
But I still, I mean, I made a profit
Yeah.
on that thing, man. I bought it for cheap. I fixed it for cheap.
Mhm.
I sold it for much, you
Mhm.
know, and so
the
I
way you're
can't be.
supposed to do it.
Yeah, it's the way you're supposed to do it. But I'd still rather have it. If I would have brought it here, woo, dog, I think I could have sold it for a lot more.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you mind
Yeah.
if I ask how much you sold it for?
Yeah, like just like 38. I think it was
Okay.
3,800.
Hey, that's not bad at all.
I bought it for a set of tires
Yeah.
that I spent
Mhm.
$500 on, and then I probably put $1,000 into it, and then I actually bought another one. I bought a broke down one that some kid, he was like in the middle of an intersection, the whole block caught on fire, so it melted down. So I bought that from him.
Yeah.
He wanted like $500 for it. He posted, and I was like, "I'll give you 200." And he was like, "I can't do that. It's got to be 500." I said, "Okay." And then he texted me like a couple days later, like, "200 still good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take that."
Yeah.
So I had it towed over, and then I ripped all the stuff off of it that I wanted, and then I traded that broke down one to a technician, for him to work on mine.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically, you know, like pay it, like it just I was wheeling and dealing. I just paid for all, like did a bunch of engine work,
Just haggling
brand
and
new,
bartering.
yeah,
and- yeah.
new shocks on it and all that. And then we took, since the lugs were the same from the new Tacomas all the way down to the 91 4Runner, I had like 2019 brand new tires and wheels from a 19 Tacoma
Yeah.
on that
Looked
thing.
slick.
It looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the body work and stuff, you know, it was like painted to matte. It was
It was sweet.
It was sweet.
If you got it out here, I promise you twice as much because there's a big fascination for 4Runners. I think maybe they last longer over like in Arizona, that desert, because it's not as humid.
Yeah.
Things don't just rust as much.
Yeah.
You'll see like out there like a 1970 GTO that's just in perfect condition.
Yeah.
Even
No
if it hasn't-
sea.
Yeah.
No seawater to
Well, yeah, when the roads would get slippery, we used lava rock instead of salt and
That's
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
Cinders.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
we had a whole pit of it right outside of Flagstaff. The cinder pits, they called it.
It was cool. I had to tell you the car that I was most proud of. It was my first ever car that was actually mine, and it was like a 91, maybe 92 Subaru Legacy Outback.
That thing was awesome. 4-wheel drive, right? Or
Yeah,
all-wheel drive.
all-wheel drive.
You
It
put
was
mud tires on it.
I did. Well, and I got
You put
a lift
you got
kit
a
for
lift-
it.
That sucker was
And
awesome.
I never did put the lift kit on, but my
Oh yeah, it's sitting in my house.
It
so,
is, yeah. My husband bought it for $200 at the dealership he worked at, and put some work into it. I think it needed new head gaskets. That was it.
Okay.
And then that was the most reliable car ever.
Yeah.
And we were so silly to trade it in for a new car, but we did, and it took like $200 off the price.
Oh man, yeah.
But
the
that
Subaru
was
Outback though, such a great ride.
Yeah.
Was it the station wagon
it
version?
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
loved it. It was great for the dogs. It was
Camping? You just camp right out of the back of that thing?
Yeah. Oh man, that was my favorite car in the whole world. If I got it again, I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
And those things, I have a buddy who has one. I've been I keep meaning to meet up with him because he wants that lift kit that you gave me for it. And but he's got some mud tires on it, and that thing is unstoppable. You know, it's not as heavy as an SUV. So, but it's still all-wheel drive, and that thing just flies on top of the mud. Like I've seen where one of my truck would get stuck, his will just drive right over it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I missed the 4Runner. The tailgate was awesome. It was the first gen, so it was 1991, man. So the tailgate actually had the glass that you'd have to roll down, and mine actually worked, which was pretty crazy.
That's amazing.
And then you open up the tailgate, so it was like cool if you wanted to camp out of it. Yeah, like you could just camp out of the back of it, you know. And then that thing. When it was cold and 3 feet of snow on the ground, just started right up with no problems, no stutters, and I would just rip it through the snow. There was this cool service road for the. I know you're not supposed to take it. Hypothetically, I took this service road for a railroad that was going through town, and that was awesome. That was a good little trail to take it down.
Problem with a vehicle like that, though, you never got to call in sick because of the weather. did you?
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember one time standing in the drive of the service drive at the dealership I worked at, and she was like, "Okay, big snowstorm coming in, so understand who can't make it, blah blah blah." And he's like, looked at me like, "What do you drive?" "Oh yeah, we'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah.
It was like a fun day, you know. Anyway, we got to do the weather, man. We're way late.
Better.
Brought to you by First State Bank.
We'll be home for Christmas in our community.
Children's plays, Christmas carols, a time for friends and family. Christmas is a special time in our community. So let's shop locally this year and make it a community Christmas. Brought to you by First State Bank of Kdqn, member FDIC. We're community people.
Shopping for that special gift or picking up a tree. In all the world you couldn't find a better place to be.
So across the world, peace on earth, goodwill to all. We'll be home for Christmas in our community. Merry Christmas from all of us at First State Bank of Kdqn, member FDIC.
We'll be home for Christmas in our community.
#1 country
weather.
All right. Taking a look at the weather for today, at least here in Kdqn, Arkansas. Should be pretty simple today. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms before noon. Areas of fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise cloudy through mid-morning. A gradual clearing this afternoon with a high of 56. Get this, tonight clear, a low of 33. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 51. That's going to be a beautiful day. Tomorrow night clear, a low of 29. I love it.
Well, I guess we lucked out yesterday. There was a strong chance for severe thunderstorms. Looking here, you just mentioned something about maybe some tornadoes in Oklahoma. They did. Some in Texas, some in Louisiana. There were some fatalities. They say, look at some of these pictures, pretty severe, but nowhere close to us.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But still, these winter tornadoes.
Yeah.
It's just out of the ordinary here.
It's very out of the ordinary. Lowest low I see is Saturday night, a low of 26. So there you have it.
It's about cold enough. Make sure them faucets are covered. Outdoor faucets covered up.
That's right.
Indoor plants inside.
Yeah, I've already taken mine off because it got warm again. I was like, oh, I'll just use my hose, I guess.
Yeah,
darn
absolutely.
it. I've just kept mine on.
Yeah.
No need for a hose.
Well, I was out taking the dogs out, and I stepped in a pile of poo. So I had to use my hose to clean my
hose
shoes
it off.
off.
There
It
you
wasn't
go.
even one of my dog's poos. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
New neighbors?
No, no, that dog likes to urinate on my porch.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice of it. All right. Hey, guys, we should probably take our first break of the hour. We're going to do that, and we will be right back with the Brew Crew.
From DNS Carpets, a special greeting during these holiday times to express their appreciation to you for your business and confidence in them. They are deeply grateful and wish you much happiness during this holiday season. The good folks at DNS sell, install, and repair a variety of flooring, and they treat you right. So for hardwood carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl tile, and plank, and roll-out vinyl, even custom showers and backsplashes, go and see DNS Carpet. They're offering special financing through January. DNS Carpets, 1380 South Constitution in Ashdown, and 807 Mine Street in Nashville. Phone them at 870-898-3459.
Bunyard Media Group in DeQueen has an immediate opening in our bookkeeping department. Duties include overseeing the timely and accurate processing of accounts payable, work with management to obtain proper documentation for invoices, regularly review and reconcile vendor accounts, verify prices with invoices to ensure proper payment, verify accuracy of checks, attach appropriate documentation, and forward checks for approval by authorized executive officer. Provide accurate and timely reports as needed. You must be computer literate. Prior experience in accounting and bookkeeping is preferred, but we do offer training. To apply, simply email your cover letter and resume to numberonecountry@yahoo.com. That's numberonecountry@yahoo.com. Bunyard Media Group in DeQueen is an equal opportunity employer.
Since 1974, Baker's Towing and Recovery has been there when you need them. Baker's knows things happen. Tires go flat, engines break down, radiator hoses bust, and sometimes vehicles just break down for no apparent reason at all. Isn't it good to know that no matter what the situation, Baker's Towing and Recovery is just a phone call away and ready to help when you need it most? With locations in DeQueen, Ashdown, and Texarkana. If you're in need of roadside assistance 24/7, call Baker's Towing and Recovery at 870-584-3676.
Pilgrim's Pride DeQueen Processing Plant has immediate openings for maintenance, both shifts, production workers, all shifts, part-time and temporary employment positions available. Between now and December 23rd, all new hires will receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications are available online at jobvite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in DeQueen, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
Why eat in when you can eat out? At the Eat Out in Ho Chi Town, where you'll always get top-notch friendly service, exceptional food, and a relaxed, come-as-you-are atmosphere. Feel like a kid again while enjoying some adult beverages at the Eat Out's unique swing set bar, or hang with friends out back by the bonfire. Home of gourmet smash burgers, boozy milkshakes, and delightfully delicious specialty salads. It's the coolest place you'll ever eat. It's the Eat Out at 5 Coho Road in Ho Chi Town.
All right, we are back with the Brew Crew here on KDQN 92.1.
Have you been reading about this luxury boom?
No.
This is really interesting. They're saying
the luxury boom.
Yes, the luxury boom. It's
Why
mostly
am I not
Gen
seeing it?
Zers, but because you don't live at home with your parents. That's why.
Oh.
So what's fueling this this luxury boom is kids living at home with their parents still, like 18 to 29-year-olds, I think it is.
Yikes. That's me.
They're not paying rent. They don't have bills to pay. So all of their income that they're getting is really just they can spend it on whatever they want. They're not saving. They're not buying homes.
Right.
So they're spending it on luxury items.
Yeah.
So like I know in Europe, specifically England, the purchases of Rolex watches went up like 33% in the past year.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. The cheapest Rolex watch, like a Submariner, is like $28,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how they do
I
it.
couldn't afford that if I lived with my parents.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what do you got to go with that? Well, my childhood room. You know,
Still got my race car bed.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I didn't read this. The analysts estimate that around 48% of young adults, that's the 18 to 29-year-olds, are living with their parents in 2022.
Oh.
I remember the year I graduated college. It was like half of all college graduates that year just immediately went and moved in with their parents.
Yeah. That it's got to be more than ever now, right? Just
You'd
why
think
do I have to
so.
leave? What's this whole thing where you have to leave? You know, we should live more like the Europeans, where they live in the same generational house for
and buy
ever.
Rolexes.
And buy Rolexes. Who wants to live with their parents for any longer?
Yeah, spending money, I guess it works out for them. And if the parents don't mind being doormats,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's like, could you imagine still having to call your 28-year-old son down for breakfast? I'm coming.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just. Yeah.
They're walking down all nicely, just super well dressed.
Yeah.
Wearing Balenciaga shoes.
While
you're like 65, still
Yeah.
like working at the same place.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
no
have
way.
to change what I said. It wasn't Rolex. It was luxury Swiss watches.
Okay. All right.
Which are
Got it.
still expensive, like $6,000
Yeah,
to
yeah.
$7,000 for the cheapest pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're getting the Folexes too, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even a Folex, I couldn't afford a Folex.
Yeah. But it's I guess it's all about streaming and doing all this. I remember watching one compilation of like embarrassing stream moments or something like that, and it was this guy getting into a fight with his stepdad. You know, and he's like 25 or something, still living at home. Like, he's like trying to make a living off streams, man. I made $400 in 3 months off my stream.
Whoa.
Yeah. I love that too. There's somebody on my Facebook who recently posted that their earnings from their stream that they started a few months ago. It's like, I can't believe it. It was like $445 for, you know, I don't know,
8 to 10 hours
a
of
day.
video game playing a day, if not more. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point,
Yeah.
because that's like what you would do after work. So now you're doing, it's like 16 hours
Yeah.
of gameage a day.
Yeah.
Made sweet $400.
Yeah. Nice,
Be able to buy some
dude.
groceries for the
Yeah,
house.
finally cashing in off my hard work, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like getting into an argument with his stepdad, and like, of course, his stepdad like pulls the plug on the computer. So
Nice.
he's like, dude,
My
you've
stream.
been, yeah, my stream.
How would you would not punch your 25-year-old son right
Oh,
in the face?
oh, right in the
mouth. Patience of Job, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Say, oh goodness,
Yeah.
25-year-old kid turns to me, my stream.
I was.
Boy,
Yeah.
I will show you something
Get
right
used
now.
to a stream because you're about to live by the river, boy.
Yeah.
I was watching a video yesterday. It must have been from a podcast, and this lady was talking to one of the British protesters that like super glue their hands to the pavement, or the ones that were throwing soup on the Monet paintings or
Throwing
whatever.
perfectly good soup at terrible paintings.
Yeah, and she made her look like an idiot, but also she had a friend that had gotten picked up in an ambulance, and because of the protesters blocking the way, this friend died because she didn't get to the hospital in time. And this lady was telling this protester, this is what happened. And she also went on to say, have you ever paid a bill? And she's like, no. Have you ever paid an energy bill? No.
No.
Well, you don't know what it's like then.
Yeah.
Like this.
What were they protesting?
Fossil fuels. Big oil, you know.
Yeah, big oil. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of big oil.
Who paid for that can of soup? Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your parents.
Wow,
He got it from a soup kitchen, I bet.
No, that would be like that'd take initiative and effort
Yeah.
to stand in line for a can of soup.
This person lived with her parents.
Yeah.
Doesn't realize that if you take away all the fossil fuels, it's going to be even more expensive for people who can barely even afford the energy bills as it is.
Yeah, and have you looked at the state of like renewable energy?
Yeah.
It's not exactly about to like
Yeah.
meet all our needs.
Mhm.
You know? It's like we have Bruce Westerman on, U.S. Congressman for
Yeah.
Arkansas 4th District. Have him on, and he is a proponent of renewable resources, but only as part of the puzzle of meeting America's energy needs. Right? It's like, yeah, wind has its place, hydro has its place, solar all has its places, but
Yeah.
obviously so does oil and natural gas.
Yeah.
Yada yada.
And it's like, could you imagine the guys over at Big Oil being like, wait, what? They're super gluing their hands to the pavement.
no.
What have we done? Oh, I realize now that I'm ruining the environment. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. Nothing.
That reminds me of Occupy Wall Street. That was my and you know what? I don't care anymore. That was my big turning point for the left. Like that's when I started to be like, what is going on here? Like I understand, dude. I don't like bankers. I don't like big banks having a lot of money. I'm
Your
like
big international banks, you know,
Yeah.
Merrill Lynch's,
Yeah. That type of stuff, it bothers me a little bit. I mean, it's just the way, this is a hand we're dealt, is the way I look at it. I'm not going to try and fix it. But the people over at Occupy Wall Street, it was just a bunch of rich kids pretending to be poor. That's like what I saw. Just guys in like a J. Crew pea coat, like going like, yeah, man, 1%. It's like, dude, like you're fine, all right? You're fine. I don't know. And like,
the
dirty
homeless
band.
camps that they they formed up around there. Kind of like I'm kind of just go with the Wall Street brokers.
Yeah. I don't need any like 15 dirty people banging on a spackle bucket for me to like get that big banks are bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that dirty bands that would always be over there, and like the drum circle definitely should get rid of that.
Yeah.
Why not the piano parallelogram?
It was Occupy Wall Street and bring back grunge.
Yeah. How about a triangle?
Oh, yeah, okay. Three guys standing around
Yeah.
with triangles.
Exactly.
Yeah. That'll get you something. That'll get you activism moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got to get into it. It's time for your birthday and any other announcements you want to make club. That's
right.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll name it something that's better at some point.
You shout out Central.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out Central. There you go. It's brought to you by Dr. Frank Deed. We're back in 30 seconds.
You don't have to leave the area to get great eye care. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery performs no-stitch cataract surgery on an outpatient basis. Dr. Teed and his staff offer great follow-up service right here. Schedule an appointment in Kdqn today at 642-2525 or 1-800-264-EYES. That's 1-800-264-3937. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery.
That's right. It's time for the Birthday Club, brought to you by Dr. Frank Teed. And if you want to give any shout-outs, we will read them off. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/KDQN921, and you will see the live video there. Just comment on there. Anything you want to be shouted out, and we'll do it. I have one here that I mistakenly missed yesterday, and I have to give a big sorry and a big happy birthday going out to Jackie Bennett of Kdqn Primary from Gloria, London, and Tiffany. Happy birthday, Jackie Bennett. Technically belated birthday, but it's your birthday all week here on the Morning Brew. Yeah. And then I've got another big happy birthday going out to Ellie MacLeay of Nashville. Ely MacLeay. I'm sorry about that. Ely MacLeay of Nashville. Love Eli, Isaac, and Maudie. She's 31 today. Happy birthday, Ely MacLeay.
Happy birthday. All right, I've got a big happy birthday going out to Brian Yandel of Umpire, and that's from Aunt Jen.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, Brian. I'm going to assume you're like 21.
Yeah, that's a good one
or
to
43.
go with. Yeah, that don't matter.
One of those.
Yeah. 642-2190. DK Metcalf's birthday. It's Andrew Tate's birthday. It's Tori Kelly's birthday. Offset.
The second most famous birthday today is a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Just Instagram star.
Yeah, Instagram star.
Man,
No big
how
deal.
do you let your kid be an Instagram star at 9 years old?
Yeah.
No idea. And what are they doing? I mean, it's creepy.
I don't even want to say why she's famous.
Yes, I
Because
don't.
we all know why she's famous. And it's disgusting.
Cliff Williams.
Cliff Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you mentioned him already.
No, I didn't. 642-2190. Pretty much all out of birthdays. Let's have a look at the Facebook. Let's see if anybody sent one
Send
through
them
there.
shout outs. It says today in 1911, this Norwegian guy becomes the first explorer to reach the South Pole.
Hey,
Which,
look at
looking
that.
at it, it's like you get there and you're like, well, let's turn around and go home, I guess.
Yeah.
There's nothing here.
Yeah. It was a waste of time.
It's cold. I'm hungry.
Happy birthday going out to Greg Monroe of Kdqn, turning 66 today. Love, Mom. Happy birthday, Greg Monroe.
Happy birthday.
Boom. All right. Well, Drew Brees, you guys still have those articles pulled up? I know we wanted to talk a little bit about that. The lightning strike survivor group.
If you ever thought about making fun of somebody who got struck by lightning, don't.
Yeah.
There's a whole group out there that will cancel you.
It must be a group for everything. Before, when you were struck by lightning, say 30 years ago, you were just the weirdo who got struck by lightning, and now you can't taste chocolate or something.
Yeah.
And you were just the guy who got struck by lightning in your town. But now you get, because of the internet, you all get to link together, group together into the Lightning Strike Survivors group. And is there a more rare group of people that you can make fun of?
Ooh, I don't know.
Let me read the statement that they made. The recent Drew Brees lightning commercial is an inappropriate, disgusting method of promoting gambling or any TV commercial campaign. This is a deadly injury, and it is disappointing to see the continual ridicule of lightning and electrical injury survivors in comical light, in which it is presented for commercial gain of profit.
Serious, man.
Got like a whole PR team write that up.
I guess and now the Lightning Strike Survivors group is teaming up with the giant squid attack survivors
the victims of
group.
that, of the Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken. Yeah. That's so funny. Do they have Jackie Childs on the case?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. This is ludicrous, egregious, and inappropriate.
I got some quick lightning facts for you. Average age of a person struck by lightning, 37 years.
Okay.
So I'm just about there.
Yeah. Watch out.
I'm going to start watching the sky, I guess.
Yeah.
About 1/3 of lightning injuries occur indoors. Just when you thought you were safe.
Why am I laughing?
Between 2006 and 2021, there were 444 lightning strike deaths in the United States.
Wow. How many?
444. Maybe that is not a laughing matter.
It's so small.
I mean, in the grand scheme of
so
things,
small.
yeah.
How many? What percentage
is that
is
per
that?
year? Yeah.
It's not
You know,
even
0.0000.
330 million people. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Males are 4 times more likely than females to be struck by lightning.
We got
That's
the
not
lightning.
fair.
I know,
women
So
talking
these are
about
all
how
men
life ain't-
complaining?
Yeah. This is the plight of the man here. All right.
Absolutely.
We're getting struck by lightning at a much more alarming rate than women.
Do you think there's a Facebook group for them?
Oh, I bet.
It says Texas and Florida. That's where most of those lightning deaths have occurred.
Ah.
Most of them by far in July.
Yeah.
CDC keeps a whole like statistics sheet, a whole website. Of course, wouldn't you love to be that guy, the CDC lightning expert?
Yeah.
You're like it's hidden in the basement, some dark cubicle. Nobody even remembers that you work there.
Yeah.
They don't invite you to the Christmas parties or anything.
Once a
It's like,
month.
where's that lightning strike guy?
Yeah. Where's that guy? Once a month, he gets one piece of paper brought in. He's like, again? Oh,
It's an epidemic.
darn.
I've been telling the folks in Langley and DC.
Yeah. This is a problem. What about the comet? The people who've been hit by comets. Do they have their own group? Yeah.
Get their wrath on you.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 2 lightning strike survivor groups on Facebook. They're
Oh,
both
surviving
private
against each other?
Yeah. They only have 467 members.
I'll tell you, man, I was running out to try and catch my trampoline that was flying away, and then it happened. And there I laid in the muck.
It's amazing to hear. Like, I think there's some Arkansas guy he's been struck by lightning like 24 times or something, or going on it. Yeah, it just happens. Like some people are just more disposed towards that.
Yeah.
Isn't it like you're more likely to win the lottery if you've been struck by lightning or something like that?
I think if you get struck by lightning, you should definitely play the lottery.
I see. Yeah. You're lucky. Hey, man.
That's an extremely unlucky thing. And the karma, the equalization of things.
Yeah.
Go by, you'll see how lucky you are after that.
Yeah, I
you
guess
got all
so.
your bad luck out of the way.
Yeah. So Drew Brees no longer liked among lightning strike survivors.
This is the last part of their statement. The group went on to call the marketing stunt unacceptable and thoughtless, invoking ideas that it set a bad example for children and also set back the organization's efforts to lower lightning and electrical deaths by 20 years.
And again, they keep talking like it's unacceptable, it's inappropriate, it's thoughtless.
They have like a mission goal.
Yeah.
War on lightning. I
Yeah.
guess.
What are you going to do? Get rid of all clouds.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess maybe I'm wrong here. I'm saying according to the CDC, but this is, Fauci, Anthony Fauci.
Yeah.
I don't know how, you
Prosecute
seriously
him.
can take this. Slash him. But the odds of being struck multiple times is even less. Well, that's, I know they probably have to do a lot of research. Probably was like a $30 million research project to determine that your chances of being struck 2 or more times is very low.
Yeah.
But it says the record being 7 times in one lifetime.
7 times.
Yeah, I swear I've heard of somebody who's been struck like 20-something times.
Yeah.
Like every time he steps outside.
Doesn't sound that deadly. Like
7 times?
7 times and you still hanging on.
First time, shame on you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sky.
Yeah.
But the 7 times definitely shame
on
on me. I'm doing something wrong.
Where does he live? Lightning Valley of,
I would move.
Yeah. I just keep putting my house up in the same place and it keeps getting struck by lightning.
My goodness. Yeah. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. We'll tell this guy.
He's like, maybe I should put away my metal hat. Stop taking walks through storms with my metal hat.
Pole off coming off his head. Could you imagine this guy though? Every time he steps outside, he's like,
yeah.
He hears like a little transformer buzzing or something.
Oh yeah,
hits
for
the
sure.
deck and,
It's like only goes out in sunny skies. Even then, he's watching.
Don't know.
Yeah. Poor guy, man. 7 times. He must be just totally you just be in regular conversation with him. He's like, oh, no big deal.
Well, there's 8.
Yeah.
Should we take you to the doctor? Nah,
No,
my
that's
insurance stopped covering this after the 3rd one.
It's now an act of God. They don't cover that.
I bet you this guy isn't in a survivors group because he's so used to it by now. He
Yeah.
probably thinks they're all fools,
Yeah,
like
just
a
laughs
bunch
at
of
him.
crybabies. Yeah.
Bunch
So
of
what?
babies.
I've been struck 7 times. I don't need no group. All right.
Oh my goodness.
That's the vast majority of lightning strike victims survive.
Yeah, the vast gotta be.
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess so, huh?
And don't forget that electrical shock is also part of this group. You
Whoa,
you accidentally stick your finger in a.
That's a lot more worriesome.
You don't. Somebody sticks their finger in a light.
Yeah,
socket,
yeah.
Now it's
Like wets their finger.
Yeah.
Now they're up there with a lightning strike.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If Drew Brees was trapezing on a power line, then yeah, I'd understand that. That's not very safe, and but he got struck by lightning. People who are struck by lightning are not the same as people who are not safe around ground wires.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Grounded wires. Let's take a break. We'll get some more lightning statistics for you if we can. All right, we'll be right back with the Brew Crew.
Farmer, your work is built on a promise to the land. As Farm Bureau insurance agents, our work is built on a promise to you. We call it Ag Promise, a competitively priced policy that protects everything farmers rely on. You're gonna love it. We promise. In Sevier County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 584-3911 and ask Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy Janes, or Michael Collins about protecting your agribusiness.
Pam & Company Florist and Gift Shop is Ashdown's premier place to get that one-of-a-kind, unique Christmas gift for that special someone on your list. With charming home and holiday decor to beautiful flower arrangements, jewelry, and spiritual gifts, Pam & Company, located at 10 South Constitution, is one place you don't want to miss this holiday season. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and on Saturdays, 10 to 2. Stop by and check out all of our new arrivals. Merry Christmas from all of us at Pam & Company.
Did you know that there are more tobacco retailers in Latin American communities than in other neighborhoods? Tobacco companies have strategically targeted racial and ethnic minorities for decades. Don't be fooled by the tobacco industry. Quitting is hard. We can help. Be you. Be well. Call 833-283-WELL today to talk to a trained counselor and develop your quit plan. That's 833-283-9355. Brought to you by UAPB, Minority Initiative Subrecipient Grant Office, the Department of Health, and Legacy Initiatives.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Miller Buoy Supply at 103 South Madden Street in Foreman is your premium livestock feed headquarters with products for show animals, animal health, farm and home chemicals, farm supply merchandise, hardware, fertilizers, lawn and garden, and more. Stock up now on buck forage oats, rice bran, deer corn, fall wildlife mix, and trophy rocks, as well as deer feeders. Miller Buoy Supply has everything you need to draw up that big buck this hunting season. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. That's Miller Buoy Supply in Foreman.
'Tis the season for love, gift giving, and beautiful jewelry from Green's Jewelry in Ashdown. Get that special someone a gift they'll never forget with beautiful diamond earrings and bracelets starting as low as $26. If you're planning on popping the big question for Christmas, their store-wide sale includes a large selection of dazzling bridal sets that'll shine brighter than any Christmas tree. Green's Jewelry also features in-house jewelry design and repair, plus free layaway and credit options just in time for Christmas. Green's Jewelry at 420 East Hamilton in Ashdown. Open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
That's right. We are back live, KDQN 92.1, and we do have to take a moment to talk about Kdqn Motorsports. Your chances of getting a good deal at Kdqn Motorsports are definitely higher than getting struck by lightning because they got great financing, great deals for the Christmas season. Located at 1587 Highway 70 West right here in Kdqn, you can buy or sell your ATVs, UTVs, motorcycles, scooters, and guess what? They service them too with OEM and aftermarket parts available for any motorcycle and ATV. Kdqn Motorsports sells and services motorcycles. They do motorcycle repair and accessories. They also got side-by-sides, and not too late to go ahead and get your the landscaper in your family some nice equipment: trimmers, edgers, chainsaws, pole saws, hedge trimmers, sprayers, all with amazing warranties. And if you want to go above and beyond, those zero-turn mowers are nothing to laugh about. Cub Cadet, Bad Boy, X-Mark, you name it. Huge, great financing, 48-month financing, great warranties, and, of course, they service what they sell, so that's a big buff right there. An exhaust shop as well, so give them a call today, 870-642-6511, and get the most for your money right here. Imagine being happy in DeQueen at DeQueen Motorsports, 1587 Highway 70 West in DeQueen. You guys love it. Freddie's the man. He can do anything. And we're going to be live on location at Gregor Classic Chevrolet. In fact, I got texted the deets. Let me pull those up. We're going to be there from 1 till 3, but I believe the Christmas party, the Christmas open house fun stuff is going on from noon to 5. So you got kind of
5 hours.
Yeah, you got kind of all day. So Christmas open house at Classic Chevrolet, 640 South Constitution in Ashdown. Dealership tours, giveaways, complimentary food by the walking dog. That's all you need to say. Live remote with KDQN from 1 to 3, and Santa will be available from 3 to 6. Now, I know what you're thinking. I do not moonlight as Santa. The crew will be there from 1 till 3, then from 3 to 6 it'll be, I got the gut for it, but I am not Santa.
Darn it.
I'm sorry. Santa is been hollering at me, though, and I did finally get the chance to talk to him. I called him on a Sunday, as you do,
I literally called Santa this morning.
Yeah?
I found his number, and you can leave him a voicemail.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he gets back to you.
He does.
Eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. So me and Santa are cool now. He was a little upset I missed a couple calls from him, but we are on the good now. So, and he'll be there joining us for the live remote on next Tuesday.
That is so awesome.
Live show, treasure chest. I believe there's going to be $150 or maybe even $200 up for grabs in that treasure
Perfect
chest.
before Christmas.
Absolutely. That'd be a huge gift in that. And then it's also loaded with other stuff. There's all kinds of stuff in the treasure chest. So watch out for that. Come join us this Tuesday from 1 till 3 at Gregor, or Classic Chevrolet it is. So we'll be there. It's time for the news, my friends. We'll see you on the other side.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana. Local news this hour is presented by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. And by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in DeQueen and Idabel, your Kubota dealer.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. The Sevier County Quorum Court passed that county's 2023 operating budget on Monday, funding county operations for the next fiscal year. The budget totals just over $12 million for 2023 and addresses a number of issues county officials say are important for the following year. That includes an 8.5% pay increase for all county employees outside of the Sevier County Sheriff's Office and the Sevier County Jail. The decision was made to exclude Sheriff's Office and jail employees from the countywide raise because of a mid-year $2 per hour raise those employees received in 2022. Those employees will instead receive a 3% cost of living adjustment for 2023. The issue of higher wages for county employees has been one in the sphere of public discussion for months. Sandra Jackson, a concerned citizen who resides near Locksburg, initially raised the issue earlier this year on behalf of a number of Sevier County citizens who, she said, felt county employees deserve better wages. Justice Earl Batiste said it was that discussion, along with inflationary pressures and the higher wages offered through the private sector, that prompted the Quorum Court to approve the 8.5% pay increase this year. Batiste said county employees not only deserve the raise, but needed it as well due to current economic factors across the nation. He also said sound financial stewardship on behalf of the Quorum Court and county departments over the years ensured the generous pay increase would not financially harm the county.
That's exactly right. Because we have been good stewards, like Angie said, we've been able to, over the years, and, I give credit again to Mike Archer and the guys before us and the people that were on the budget and had the same mindset in their mind that we're going to leave the county better than when we came here. But it leads us to where we do have the money to do this thing. And, with the inflation and with the competitiveness of the jobs and the job market, sometimes you do have to make those changes, and it's to the benefit of the employees, but it's also to the benefit of the county. And it is a showing of how much we appreciate them and respect them for what they do, but it's also a necessity. And like I said, one of the questions that everyone first asks is, can we afford it? Because it is, kind of pricey. But yes, because we have in the past watched our money really well, we can't afford it. And we're in good future, and, in the future years, 5 years down the road, 10 years like we look at sometimes, yeah, we're okay.
Following Monday's meeting of the Quorum Court, county employees are also set to receive a $600 bonus this year to be paid for through money remaining from the county's American Recovery Plan Act allotment. This fund was established by President Joe Biden in 2021 to help local governments recover from the economic consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic. Batiste and fellow Justice Angie Walker explained other expenditures in the 2023 budget would focus on updating and renovating existing county facilities, including the Sevier County Jail and Courthouse.
We're doing some upgrades at the jail. We're also doing some upgrades to the sidewalks here at the courthouse. We've also got a roof that we're replacing in one of the other facilities. So, nothing spectacular, I don't think, just really. Normal county business.
The county is so big and we have so many employees. So just like say at the jail, if you do something, and that's what we were talking about, doing upgrades. We're doing upgrades in the jail, mostly on the software, the jail tower, and then the perimeter of the jail where we're doing security and lighting and things like that. But, those are such big complexes that, it's not hard to spend $100,000. And we were talking about insulating the roof, that's $50,000. So you can get into a lot of money just doing what you have to do. So, being as far as cosmetic or whatever, sometimes that comes last.
Absolutely. Like many counties in the midst of a record period of inflation, Sevier County's 2023 budget is a largely conservative one. Walker and Batiste said the budget focuses on necessary expenditures rather than new, costly capital projects.
I think we've cracked that kind of into all of our budgets.
I think that every year.
Yeah, because, we try to be conservative every year. And looking forward, we try to, in the back of our minds, we want to leave whoever's coming after us in good shape so that the county be in good shape and, not have to worry about scrounging around for pennies or whatever, look for dues. So that's the main thing is we do what we have to do and make sure that we've got the money going forward, but make sure we do what we got to do. That's the main thing.
Yeah. I think we've always been fiscally responsible for the voters, so that's been our goal.
In other items of county business decided on Monday, the Quorum Court established an organizational meeting for January 3rd of next year to begin the process of choosing who will serve as the next interim county judge. That appointee will serve through the next 4-year term until the next countywide elections are held in 2026. The Quorum Court plans to fill the vacancy on January 9th following the resignation of current interim county judge Dick Tallman. The process of selecting an interim county judge was required following the passing of Sevier County Judge Greg Ray in late August. Monday's meeting also marked the last for several justices of the peace, including Earl Batiste and David Wright. Both were defeated in the recent election by challengers Michael Barnes and Callie Miller, respectively. Outgoing justices also include Marilyn Archer and Evelyn Keels. Both were appointed by Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson in 2021 following the passing of their husbands and long-standing Sevier County Justices of the Peace, Michael Archer and Charles Keels. The two other new Justices of the Peace will include Scotty Morris and Walter Smith. Both ran unopposed during the 2022 election and will serve on the Quorum Court positions held by Archer and Keels, respectively. The meeting ended with gifts for the outgoing Justices of the Peace, as well as a thanks from county officials for their service to Sevier County during their time on the Quorum Court. Earl Batiste took a moment following Monday's meeting to share his thoughts on 14 years as a Sevier County Justice of the Peace.
It's been an honor and a privilege, and I really appreciate the opportunity that I've been able to do this for 14 years. And I have learned a lot. I've gained a deep respect and affection for the county and the county employees. And of course, I just wish them all the very best. And like I say, I just thank everybody for working together and having great decorum and being a group that could come together and make decisions. And like I said earlier, not that we always agreed, not that sometimes that we butted heads, but to me, that's the way it's supposed to be. Democracy and the government that we have, that you don't always agree and you come together and you meet in the middle or meet wherever where you can at least agree on something. And that's what I'm most proud of.
The new Quorum Court will officially take office on January 1st. We'll be back with more local news following this break and these messages from our sponsors.
Have you ever thought about making the switch to Horatio State Bank but didn't want to go through the hassle of making the change? New technology makes it easier than ever for us to help you make the switch. We make it quick, comfortable, and hassle-free. Talk to us about switching if it's time for a change. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
When there's work to do, ground to break, and a reputation to uphold, you need the powerful, durable Kubota RTVX, North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Now, get the RTVX for 0 down, 0% APR for 24 months. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Idabel, Oklahoma or Kdqn, Arkansas today.
And we are back with KDQN News. The Kdqn Rotary Cup has been presented annually to the most valuable senior on the Kdqn Leopards football team all the way back since 1936. Past winners of the award represent top students and athletes spanning over 8 decades at Kdqn High School. At Monday's noon meeting of the club, the voice of the Leopards, Jay Bunyard, presented the award for the 2022 season to linebacker and fullback Trey Brown. He's the 87th all-time recipient of the Rotary Cup. A co-captain on the team in 2022, Brown led the team in tackles with 92. For his career, he was credited with 174 tackles and 12 tackles for loss. He rushed for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. He was named to the All-5A South Conference first team as a junior and as a senior. Brown also excels in the classroom with a 3.5 grade point average and made a 25 on the ACT test. He's active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, and serves as vice president of the show choir, where he also received the Director's Award. The son of Cliff and Cassandra Brown, Trey plans to go to college after graduation in May and major in computer science and minor in business. Besides performance on the football field, the Rotary Cup is also based on character, leadership, scholastic achievements, and participation in other school activities. And in our next story, if you've been traveling down Highway 70 west of town recently, you may have noticed something new at the J. Lynn Helms Sevier County Airport. Recently, a mural encouraging tourism in southwest Arkansas has been painted on one of the buildings. In the picture, a plane pulls a banner stating, "Welcome to the destination hub of southwest Arkansas." It flies over a lake featuring a bass, a canoe, hills, and to the side, a cannon and a diamond. Each of these elements represents points of interest for travelers to our area, from local lakes to diamond mines and historic sites. The mural is an invitation for folks to stay in Sevier County and enjoy day trips in any direction from here. The artwork was painted by Darlene Taylor and was made possible by a grant through Create Bridges, an initiative for Sevier, Little River, and Howard counties aimed at strengthening the retail, tourism, and hospitality sectors. Organizers gave many thanks to the airport board for allowing the use of their building to promote tourism for Sevier County. Through the grant, another mural has been planned for Sevier County and should be in progress soon. That's it for this edition of KDQN News, but check out more local news, sports, and upcoming events online at kdqn.net. You can also find, like, and follow us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Kdqn and Idabel, your Kubota dealer, and by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
That's right, back. KDQN live for the 8 o'clock hour. Nice chill one. I will say for just a second, something I've been holding on to all week. I lost my UFC talking buddy in Jay Lindley, but I figured I could talk to you guys about it for just a second.
I was going to try to keep up with it, and I didn't.
It's probably boring. It's not. It's a very popular sport. I don't know how
So
popular it is
technical,
around here.
It's a lot to try to just get into.
Right.
Yeah.
But even casual fans, everybody who watched the fights last weekend, I'm very glad I didn't purchase them. I was on the edge. I was on the verge of purchasing the whole fight. But it's been a couple pay-per-views in a row now where there's been some very questionable decisions handed out by judges.
Gamey? Kind of gamey stuff?
Yeah. In fact, the whole community is kind of on fire right now about especially last week. So the main event and the co-main event both ended in very questionable decisions from the judges. Paddy Pimblett, who's probably the biggest or second biggest star in the UFC right now. People believe he's being protected by the UFC. He fought Jared Gordon, Joseph Gordon, Jared Gordon. I don't remember which one, but he definitely lost the fight, but got awarded the decision.
Really?
And I mean, it was not a great fight. But
He's
it
the
was
poster child
He's
right
the
now,
poster
right?
child right now. So people believe that the UFC is trying to protect him, keep that undefeated streak in the UFC.
I don't. You correct me where I'm wrong here,
Sure.
but he seems to be like I don't know. He's a friendly face. He's a friendly face, and a bunch of characters that are maybe some rough dudes.
Yeah.
I watched that video. I believe it was I think it was Rick Pruitt that sent it where Paddy Pimblett taps out 10 Marines in a row.
Yeah.
Not at the same time. He did stress, like at the beginning of the video, he's like, I'm not going to fight all 10 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
He was like, I'd get my teeth kicked in.
Yeah.
But one after the other, he fights them and taps out each one of them.
Yeah.
The guy is absolutely exhausted.
Yeah.
Afterwards, as you would imagine. But then he sits with all these Marine Corps troops and he explains to them, hey man, there's a lot of mental health issues. I've had a lot of dark days. I had a fight with a lot of depression myself. It's time that guys be able to don't that it shouldn't be a taboo among guys. You should be able to, if you need a little bit of help, find it. And he's like, man, I had some dark moments, turned to a loved one, and they helped me through it. He's like, if I hadn't done that, I don't know where I'd be right now. So he's a great advocate for that.
He is, man. He's a really charismatic guy, and that's why people like him. But then this kind of stardom thing does go to heads a lot, and I think he went into the fight with the wrong mentality, and he just didn't do very well. He stuck his chin out there. He got caught a lot of times. I believe he got pretty battered. It's not like he was dominated, but basically a big thing in UFC is control time, octagon control and ground control. Well, he had 7 minutes of it against him and none on his side. So that usually means the guy is holding you down and punching you and trying to submit you and doing all that type of stuff.
3-minute rounds, right?
3 5-minute rounds. So
5-minute
15
rounds.
minutes of the fight, half of it he was being held down.
Okay.
That usually means you lost the fight. Not this time. I guess the judges scored it for Paddy. He did have more strikes thrown, but less landed than the other guy, and the guy just kept clipping Paddy, right in the face. And Paddy kept charging forward with his hands down and getting hit, just jabs and stuff, just scoring points,
Yeah.
So that was bad enough. But then the light heavyweight championship, probably the most, everybody wants that. It's the heavyweight is like big dudes. Middleweight is guys who probably should fight in a heavier weight class but go down a little bit. Light heavyweight is what you think of as like a fighter.
Okay.
Or a boxer, 205 pounds of muscle, tall, usually tall, big guys, right? But not like heavyweights, like overly, oh my gosh, that guy's just on steroids, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what I think of as a fight. So the belt was vacated like a month ago by the guy. He had some serious injuries. So open belt. So they made a fight between two of the top contenders, and it ended in a draw last week when one guy clearly probably should have won the fight, and it ended in a draw. So now the championship is still vacant, and that's not good, for a lot of reasons. But nobody's happy. You pay $80 for a main event that ends in a draw.
Yeah, you want a decision, right?
You at least want a decision. It was a boring fight, in my opinion. The guy I wanted to win probably didn't win. He didn't win. It was a draw, but if it did go to decision, I don't imagine he'd get it. You know, and it's just a big problem with the scoring right now. We still use it's called a 10-point must system, and it's from boxing. And it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for UFC. You know, there's lots of factors that go in that aren't about boxing, you know, but takedowns and stuff like that. Anyway, and then the pay-per-view before that also had a very bad decision with somebody that was meant to be, you know, shielded and whatnot. So it's 2 pay-per-views in a row now, 3 decisions that were very questionable, and everybody's going crazy over it. So I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad. They've added the new light heavyweight championship to the next UFC. So the next UFC is now stacked because they added a whole nother championship
Make sure people
fight.
go buy that one.
Make sure go buy that one.
I love
Hopefully
you.
make up for it.
You told me the reason you didn't buy this pay-per-view is you kept seeing your son's face, like
Yeah.
what he would think of you when he's like, "I need stuff."
Yes.
Which he doesn't.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
And,
not
yeah,
really.
He's not wanting for
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But it is like, you know, that's $100. Just like might as well just light a match to it. You know,
$100?
Well, 80 for the pay-per-view,
Yeah.
and then ESPN Plus. You have to have that, and that's now $10. I canceled it before it got. It said it was boosting up to $10 a month, so I canceled it.
Yeah.
It was $4
You can't buy the pay-per-view separate
unless you have that. Yes,
Unbelievable.
unless you have cable. Then you can buy it through one of the sports channels or
Yeah,
whatever and
okay.
pay-per-view on that.
Wow, they get you in so many
It's
ways.
so many ways, yeah. So really, that's $90 plus all the tax.
Yeah.
You're looking
Yeah,
at $100, you know, for a fight night. Now, if you get 5 friends together who all pitch in at 20, that's a lot better, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't expect anybody coming over who's not really into UFC like I am to pay for it. I put on the UFC fight night. When the match or the pay-per-view before that was insane. I never even talked about it. Just insane that we had a guy who reigned champion for like 4 years get dethroned. It was incredible to watch, and it looked like that champion was just getting started, really. Nobody could touch him. And now that's switched hands. So it is an exciting time, but people are going crazy and saying that the fights are fixed, and which I don't believe, but the judging is questionable, super questionable, and they need to develop a new system. They can't use the way a 10-point must system works is everybody has 10 points when you start, and then that's why you must have 10 points. And when the round is concluded, you deduct 1 point for who you think lost the round. So at the end of a round, it'll be me versus Jen. Jen is winning that round. She's got 10 points. I've got 9, and then you tally those up over this. So, a 3-round fight, is going to be 30-27. If you lost all 3 rounds to decision.
Right.
That's how it works. And the scoring criteria is a little bit, it's getting better. They actually just revamped it, but damage is a big thing now. It's weird to see a guy, who's just got his face pummeled, but he was able to hold him down or something, and he wins the fight, even though he's just, completely damaged. So they got that taken care of and stuff, but it's questionable right now. I don't know why I even talked about it. I just read about it, and people are going crazy and think Dana White is protecting certain people and stuff.
And they're saying he's more of an amateur fighter. He's a social media professor and amateur fighter.
Patty? Yeah. But they're rushing him too quick. And you know what? In truth, they're not rushing him too quick. But this Jared Gordon guy, he's been a guy who's been like the 10. He's in the top 10, and he keeps people out. They call him like a gatekeeper. He just stops people from getting into the top 10 who don't deserve it. And Paddy Pimblett is like, I don't think he's even top 10 yet. He can be, but not quite there. And he's fighting in a division that is the top 10 people are just killers.
Right.
Like, there's no way. I don't see him going into that top 10 and doing very well. They did the same thing with Conor McGregor, but it worked out for him. Conor McGregor came in, beat a few people that were on the rise, and then all of a sudden kind of got handed the title shot, and he did it. He knocked out the guy in 13 seconds, which was pretty incredible. Nobody ever thought. That was like the biggest fight ever. And that's one of those ones
and
like
he got like a $270 million yacht.
Yes.
Afterwards.
Yes.
Once it worked out.
Yeah, exactly. He had the biggest pay-per-view draw of all time, and all this stuff in UFC at least. Because I still think the biggest is Mayweather, Pacquiao. I think like the 3 fights, 2 of them are on the top 5 most bought pay-per-views. So that's why they call him Money Mayweather, I guess. But
Yeah.
Enough about combat sports. I don't even know why I talked about that. But
No, it's interesting.
it is kind of interesting, I think. It's like it's a good time, but also not a good time to be a fan. There's nothing more like aggravating than watching a fight. Everybody knows who won the fight, and watching it get awarded to the other guy. It's weird.
Nothing that drives viewership than controversy, though.
Yes.
It's like now all these folks are like, well, what's going to happen on the next one?
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Let's
Exactly.
see that. Well, in some news and some outdoor sports. I was checking my Facebook a minute ago. Saw a post from a friend of mine that said, he's a big deer hunter and he lives around Little Rock, and he's like, well, there goes my hunting for the season. And he's got a link to an article, and I read it, and it's about a guy in the big news in the little town of London, Arkansas. Supposedly, this guy, this is all alleged. There's no criminal charges, anything like that. But this guy supposedly owns 50 acres, and he's been leasing it out to hunters. As it turns out, 50 hunters. Specifically, 50 acres is
each one gets 1 acre.
50 acres is just about right for one guy. To hunt.
Yeah.
I would say because when it comes to the 2,500 or 3,000 foot per second muzzle velocity of your standard deer rifle round, 50 acres is very, very, very small. But in the story here, this is not my buddy who's in the story. He's just one of these leasees who's got duped. But in the story here, this guy goes up there. He paid for the lease $1,000 a year to hunt 50 acres of land. That's ridiculous right there. That should have been a red flag instantly. I mean, like $1,000 around here on a Weyerhaeuser lease will get you 1,500 acres.
Is that reasonable for $1,000? That seems pretty good. Right?
Not for 50 acres.
Not for 50 acres.
Yeah,
no.
1,500.
1,500. It's a little high, maybe for a lease around here. But it's one of those things. The more people you get on the lease, the cheaper it is.
If you buy one lease as a hunter around here, is that now you and the people that also bought in with you, or is it other people?
No, it should only be the leasees.
Yeah.
And they're usually they got a set amount or something.
Right.
They kind of try to split it up. It's like, this is how we got 1,500 acres. It can support this many hunters. We don't want it to be crowded or anything, and for a big reason, not just that diminishes hunting opportunities, but also a safety factor. That's what this guy goes out there to put some corn out on this lease that he just paid $1,000 for, and while he's out there, another guy shows up and he's like, what are you doing out here? I'm literally about to put the lock on this. This is my lease. And he's like, well, I was told I was the only one out here. Calls the guy before they realize there's like 4 dozen guys who are on this lease. Each one of them paid between $800 and $1,000 to be on it. They track the guy down who supposedly owns it. He's living in a Motel 8 in nearby London. He's literally just pocketed like 50 grand, approximately, for 1 year, and because, they're all clamoring for this guy to get arrested. You can't get arrested for a breach of contract. He did sign a contract with each one of them. But I do love that this hunter went out there. I guess there's a big rock in front of the lease gate, and he wrote scam on it and scam on the trees and stuff like that. And just definitely trying to put some information out.
You got no recourse on that type of thing?
You can sue, but I mean, that's going to cost a lot of money. And it's like this. They asked this guy, like, are you going to file a lawsuit against him? He's like, what? He's like, I'd rather not spend one more penny on this. He's like, I'll just lose my $1,000 and learn a lesson from it, But it's a big one. He's sounds like he's getting on social media to really encourage hunters. He's like, man, watch yourself when you get into these lease agreements. He's like, at the bare minimum, go out there with the leaser. Check out the property. You start seeing deer stands all over the place. Okay, well, this is probably not right. He's like, just check yourself. It's easy to get. Again, you pay $1,000 for a lease, and then the whole whatever you thought you were going to get, it's all the contract's been breached according to you. You're gonna $1,000 is that's another $1,000 just for the legal fees.
Yeah,
or whatever. It's not even worth trying to file a lawsuit against. It's just one of those. You better not get yourself caught in the first place, because trying to get your money back afterwards is just not going to happen. Unless you just got a lot of money and you want to make a principal out of it.
Right.
But that's pretty. I mean, just again, the safety factor. You 50 people hunting on a 50-acre lease. People will be shooting each other.
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
Point.
It's dangerous, and it's like you scamming hunters.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, out of your Motel 8
out of your
room?
Motel 8 room. That's odd.
It's dirty.
That's dirty.
It's
yeah,
very dirty.
So if you get on a deer lease around here, can you go to it when it's not hunting season?
Yes.
So it's year round.
I've thought
that
about.
Seems pretty good.
I don't deer hunt,
Right.
but I have thought about. There's a couple that I've thought about getting on. I just got to,
Talk
ask
to
the
the
wife
right-
for money.
Yeah.
But is get on for like camping.
Yeah.
or just back roading and stuff. Because I'll be that guy. They probably love the kind of guy like me. As I'm not so much interested in going out hunting. But I want to enjoy it the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I won't go out there and mess around while it's hunting season.
Yeah.
And ruin anybody's hunt or
Sure.
anything.
Right.
But I want to go out there and camp and drive around and all that in the rest of the year. So I'm helping lower the cost for everybody, but also not getting diminishing the opportunity for good deer hunting.
Right.
And it's what's more fun. You do go out there during the hunting season just when they're doing the deer lease party or whatever, because that's fun.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people who just do that. And I've
Yeah.
been to some. Man, it's the best time. You know, deer camp out there, and you eat
the
good.
RVs and
Yeah. So absolutely, I've thought about that. I've thought about it for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
I need to just do it. 'Cause
I'd be
like I said,
down.
$750, $1,000 a year to have your own like private, camping area or just your own, 1,500 acres that you can just go drive around on or whatever. That's well worth the
You can
money.
like find the coolest little camping spot and a little fire pit, kind of clear it out a little bit, In the off season, go camping anytime you want. That'd be cool.
really neat.
Yeah.
I do like hog hunting. I mean, some places that where they've got a bunch of hogs. The hogs ain't good for deer. You know, so you can go out there all year, because hog hunting in Arkansas is an all year round thing. So
it is all year round. Do you need a license and stuff or do you need like tags?
No tags,
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
They're a nuisance animal. So
Right.
honestly, the Game and Fish Commission says shoot them and leave them wherever you shot them at.
yeah.
Just let them go back to the wild. There's some regulations like. Maybe on WMAs, and I know like Pond Creek National Wildlife Refuge, you can hunt them all year round, but you have to use a caliber specific for that hunt. And places like there's a really long squirrel season at Pond Creek, so you could use like a 22, but
that's not going to do much against the
I
hog.
mean, to the head, yeah. You better just aim true.
Yeah.
But like in Arkansas, I think they got like a long coyote season. You can use up to a 30 caliber rifle for coyotes. So on a WMA, and like I said, check these regulations. Yeah.
Well, Patrick said.
But what I've been told before, on some of those like state regulations, you can use up 30 caliber. That'd do just fine.
Yeah. Linda Shomo on Facebook Live says, we're on a hunting lease, and the people over our lease are amazing. We love it. It's $13.50 a year, but well worth it.
Yeah.
How many people do you split that $13.50, or is it just you guys? Because it'd be cool. I mean, $1,000 a year to think about that, just putting that up and having your own, just you.
That's well worth
That
it.
would be awesome.
I would be very interested.
I mean, when you think like how much you're paying for cable or internet a month, or all these little gimmicks that just add up in a month, to think $13.50. I'll be honest, that's on the high end of what I've heard people pay for a lease. But maybe Linda's just very few people on there.
Yeah,
they could be cheaper if they got more, but then that's worth money too. Is just having the exclusivity,
the privacy,
just to be one guy with that, and then I'd probably get into hunting then. And then or just hey, we can go out to the campsite. It's a little luxurious, I'm not gonna lie. But
And that means like nobody else can go on that certain section.
Not supposed to.
Yeah,
not supposed to. It would be trespassing.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
It's even questionable. Like I have a friend who has a lease now. He and his family have been on this lease like since its foundation, so it's all right. But he's almost like, this is quite a privilege for me to bring you out.
Even
here.
to just bring you out,
not to hunt,
just
to come out and hang out at deer camp. It's a privilege. And
see, I like that. And then I mean, if it was just you on it, You could park your RV out there. You could like do whatever you know, set it up however you wanted, and
it is, but it is somewhat like, I know people have built like quite extensive deer camps, like permanent fixtures.
Yeah.
This is also on
Weyerhaeuser
not their
land.
land.
Yeah,
It's Weyerhaeuser land. Weyerhaeuser could just sell it to somebody who is just I'm not. That's not necessarily that they would or anything,
Right.
but they could.
Yeah.
They could do whatever. They could
Yeah.
change the lease agreements. They could be just like, we're not doing this anymore.
Right.
And you're like, you just out all this
Yeah.
investment. You
Yeah.
know. I mean, there is that certain amount of risk there.
Mhm.
Well, you know, it's probably very, very low risk, but at the same time, as I know, Weyerhaeuser risk or Weyerhaeuser leases, one of the risks you do face is they're going to clear cut your favorite hunting woods at some point.
At
it
some
will
point.
eventually, and
Yeah.
they might be doing it during deer season too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet a buddy who, like the opening day of Modern Gun, Weyerhaeuser was had logging crews out there.
Yeah.
And so that ruined that year's
Yeah,
hunt
yeah.
for sure. You know, the deer were miles away at that point.
Yeah. I want to hunt. I want to go. I want to go one time. Not this year; it's too late. But you know, like you said, Patrick, I'm just gonna have to sit in a class with a bunch of kids who are all getting their
Do it
hunting
online,
license.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to try it though because I feel like I'm a decent shot.
Yeah.
And you know, it could be fun.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good eating.
Yeah. good
I'm not
eating.
a big
That's the
venison
thing I
person though, so I feel like it'd be a waste if I went hunting.
Me either. I'd eat it. I have no problem with venison. It's just like it's not my favorite thing in the world. I love that backstrap. That's delicious stuff. But you know the rest, I do like good deer heart. That's tasty stuff. But that's my problem. I would have to get it processed. Like once you, you know, once you pull the trigger, the fun is over, right?
Yeah.
You now have to drag it out. And I've seen most people just with the ATV go up on it, strap it up to the ATV. That's one way to do it.
Yeah,
I guess.
absolutely.
Drive it out of there. Yeah. And Linda says, I think it's about 1,800 acres, and that's per family. And it's also like 15, 20 family on our lease. So there you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
That's pretty nice.
That is.
All right. Let's take a break, and we'll come back to you with something else. We'll see. It's the Brew Crew.
It's Christmas time again, and Chandler Funeral Home tells you that now is the time to enjoy good friends and to store all the good memories. Wishes for all of you, all the happiness in the world during the holidays, and many joyous days to come. May your holidays be blessed. Merry Christmas from Chandler Funeral Home in Kdqn.
The new lotto game from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is creating new traditions for our players, like Vic from Texarkana.
For Lotto, I always play multiples of 7. It ain't math. That's just how many times I've been kicked by a horse. How's that lucky, you say? Well, I'm still here, ain't I?
Your numbers, your game. Play Lotto every Wednesday and Saturday for your chance to match 6 and get rich. Only $2 per play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Lucky number 7.
Red River Oil, your premier fuel and oil distributor in Ashdown at 20 East Richmond Street and in Foreman at 3705 Highway 32 West and in Texarkana at 700 Plum Street, serving the 4 states area with a combined 40 years experience. Red River Oil delivers bulk farm diesel, highway diesel, Jet A, gas, and aviation fuel straight to your farm or job site. Our pumps are open to the public and offer non-ethanol fuel. Red River Oil, serving Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. For more info, visit redriveroil.com.
We're proud to announce Howard Memorial Hospital now offers telehealth services so you can stay healthy while staying home. Easily access our telehealth portal from your smartphone, tablet, or computer to connect with your trusted providers. All you need is a valid email address to sign up. Telehealth visits are available for most clinic appointments, Compass Behavioral Health Services, and some emergency consults. Your health is our priority. Let us take care of you from the comfort of your own home. Visit howardmemorial.com/telehealth to learn more.
That's right. We are back live on Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew, and y'all heard that holiday hog sounder. Let's see who is on the line. Good morning. Who do we have on the phone with us today?
Olivia Bigley.
Olivia Wigley. Awesome. Let me write you down. All right. You know how to play the game. Our hogs today, we have, let me turn you down a little bit. All right. We have Genuine RV and Power Sports, Zuniga Liquor, and Keller Coffee. Who is going to be the big winner today?
Genuine RV.
Genuine RV. Let's see if you're a winner.
And in this race, we have Keller Coffee, Zuniga's Liquor, and Genuine RV and Power Sports. And the officials are ready to start the race.
On your hooks. Get set.
And they're off. These hogs are neck and neck. Zuniga's Liquor in the lead. He knows speed with his convenient drive-through. Keller Coffee looking absolutely hopped up on their delicious espresso. And Genuine RV and Power Sports starting to lag behind. They have an excellent service department, and that hog has a lot to do. He runs right off the track into his shop to get to work. Zuniga's Liquor looking a little bogged down. He has so many different bottles of tequila you won't have any trouble finding what you need. Not great for a hog race, though. On the last corner, and Keller Coffee takes the lead and crosses the finish line. How delicious.
Olivia Wigley, you just donated some pork and beans in your name.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Boom, just like that. Olivia Wigley helps out the pork and beans donation pile. Let me write that down. Olivia Wigley. We got it. All right. We got something else coming at you, too. Yes. We got your Christmas trivia. So we're going to come at you with that here in just a minute. We're going to take the briefest of breaks and get right into that. It's Name That Christmas Song. I'm going to play you a snippet of the song, and you call in 642-2190 and try and guess it. We'll be right back.
Hello? Want to grab some lunch? I heard Papa Poblano's in Broken Bow has some really good Tex-Mex food and some delicious margaritas.
I could go for a margarita or two. Do they have fajitas, nachos, carne asada, and queso dip? You know I gotta have my queso.
Yeah, they're home of the best Tex-Mex food around, and they have a full bar.
If you're thinking Tex-Mex food, you're thinking Papa Poblano's, located at 304 North Park Drive. Check out their Facebook and Instagram for mouth-watering menu items and specials. Open Monday through Saturday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Sundays for lunch.
Safe, effective, and free COVID-19 vaccines are now readily available for all Arkansans ages 6 months and up. Booster shots are also available for people 5 and above. The vaccines are highly effective at